26.
All right, there you go. Yes, you are able to get back in. One thing you notice is the first day you're going around the sewer, that lock is still open. The one that you guys broke. Nobody seems to have been in the administration building where that decoding desk is.
Yeah.
Which I think also, Harold had that notice, the journal, basically like the ledger. Would you have given that to 5 to go try to decode?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Alright, cool.
I would have given him everything.
Sweet.
Because me and him talked about it at the last session that I was going to do that.
Yeah.
Or I should have hit you up sooner.
Oh no, you're okay. I have it here. It's just been a minute since I popped it open.
Yeah, my first one I rolled was like a 4. I was like, that's not going to pass demon inspiration.
Nice.
Or can I use a heroic inspiration instead of demon inspiration?
Yeah. Are you human?
No, he gave me his.
Oh, okay. If you have one of those, yeah, you can use that instead.
0. Yeah, I was going to use both of them until I passed.
Bro, if we were just a pack of humans, we'd have crazy rolls. Crazy rolls. I have pretty decent rolls.
Well, they don't stack though. Heroic.
Shut up, Bard.
Inspirations don't stack.
Stone be guiding me, dog. And
very Bardsley of you.
Anyways, as you were saying.
So we go to the Rickety Raven to meet back up with Chazra and see Chaz and Harold talking to each other at the bar. So we go and communicate with him and ask Harold how he's doing. He seems to be babying his chest, but he's up and walking around. We order some food. Clank gets some very nice, heavily curded milk with mutton. And then they go to attempt to enter the sewers, and the way that they go about doing so is by investigating the Imperial Administration Building. Right before they went and did that, the party went and recruited all of Captain Coy's crew, and Clank went to made to order arms and armor and negotiated a deal for ammunition. And from here on out, we're able to get 50 rounds of ammunition for 10 gold for the Kobold's rifles, not for the Molstove Classics. And the fellow there is Hadrian Stonebladder, fellow dwarf. Then we go to the Imperial Administration Building, look around for a little bit, get into the sewers themselves, and start exploring this level.
Oh, so y'all went in through the Imperial Building instead of the river?
Yes, the Imperial Admin Building right here.
Okay.
We went in there and there was a snake painting all across the wall.
Yeah, which Harold and Clank peed all over. Clank peed a K. And then Harold peed, because the painting was made of chalk. It wasn't actual paint. So it was a drawing, technically. And Harold pissed on the head of the snake and made a K. And then Harold came and peed 2 more Ks right beside it and then underlined it for Captain Coy's crew.
Yeah.
And
The KKK.
Yeah, with Captain Coy's crew is unofficially what the group has been called. And nobody has any sort of context for anything like that. So he's like, yeah, that seems original and cool.
yeah, we can all thank Harold for that.
Yeah, thanks, Harold.
We get into the sewers, immediately run into an antler wizard. And we fight him, and Harold tries to immobilize him from using his spells by securing his book away from him. And then he ends up just picking the book up and dangling the wizard while we all beat him like a pinata.
What?
I was trying to take the book away so he couldn't use it, but it was attached to his waist by a chain. So
Yeah.
I just picked him up by his book.
Yeah, he was dangling.
He's like a
in front
pinata.
of them, basically, yeah. And you guys did then beat him like a pinata, and then How did you finish them all?
Beat him and still
I
you see
swung him
guns.
around like this and smashed him into a wall. So that was worth it.
That's all it took.
After we encounter that fella, we continue roaming around in the sewers. We run into some rats. Clank trips and falls into the sewer water. Harold uses his shield as a sled and sleds over a whole pack of rats, turning them into splatter. And Chaz shot with one magnificent bullet and killed an entire swarm of rats. How he did it to this day, we may never know, but damn it happened. We continue exploring the sewers,
They all
and we
lined
come
up
to.
perfectly.
That's what I said happened yesterday.
He actually shoved in a shotgun round into his rifle.
Threw some small rocks in there.
Yeah, blunder busted.
Yeah.
We continued exploring these sewers, and we came to a point in Northtown, right under the Fernsgrad station, where there was this big reservoir of water, right? And it was deep. With Clank's tremor sense, it was more than 60 foot deep, and it's quite wide. So Clank ended up picking up a spot where there seemed to be a tunnel that made a little U to another tunnel that was more roughly hewn. So the group navigated getting into that tunnel and through it. And upon rising on the other side, we found a pretty roughly hewn tunnel. We armored back up and started sneaking in to that tunnel and found a set of stairs, which upon getting to the top of, there was this large mass of flesh and antlers making a bunch of
Right
noise.
near the reservoir?
Up away from the reservoir.
Still
In like a little hidey hole, a den almost. And Clank was like, could somebody please turn the lights on so you all can see this? At which point, Vergil helped us with turning the lights on by fireballing all of us. And
Yep.
that was his surprise round.
Yep.
He then proceeded to drop Clank and hurt somebody else. Was it Harold that he also hurt?
Yeah, he fucked Harold up.
He killed Skipjack.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the fireball
all the kobolds.
vaporized Skipjack. The other three kobolds, made their save and survived just barely, but
Yeah, dying, but not instantly dead.
yeah,
Y'all
Skipjack.
teamed up with kobolds?
Yeah, our kobold
They
friends.
live rent free at Mel's house.
Also,
They paid
I don't think you've ever met them.
the guy that I swung around with the chain and hit, I don't want there to be any mistake about this. He was fucking me up the whole time. Because Harold had to heal and drink a potion and then went and got fireballed.
Yeah.
So it's just like, oh, all of that health I just healed. Great. Like, it was rough.
But
Yeah, and to note too, that caster seemed very proficient in also casting that spell in melee range. Which is why that was still hitting you so much. It's for dangling his ass.
So did
what
he
happened from there was
Did he do any evil monologues in it all, or he just fireball y'all and head out?
No, he fucking left. I don't remember him saying the damn thing.
Well, he
the
said
first guy, when
he said
we
he's
attacked
coming.
him, he said, now
he's back or something.
or something.
Yeah.
But I don't remember Virgil.
Like a high
Did Virgil
line.
say anything?
Yeah, at one point Vergil said something, and I can't remember exactly what he said. We have to check the notes. But as he grabbed a piece of the mass that he had been growing, he said something about his return is inevitable, that will not be stopped, and then he left.
I would also like to know, if I had a whole day and a half of doing stuff, I broke into there, decoded that, I would have also went and got a whole bunch of more oil.
Okay. From where? I'm just buying it.
Yeah,
Yeah, easily done. Whatever. I can let you know how much that costs.
okay.
But yeah, so we fought Vergil, and he pretty much immediately ran away.
In the sewers, he teleported out of the sewers. We busted out of the sewers, chased him down the Ferngrad station.
What time of day was this?
In the middle of
Yeah, I think it was probably like
Late evening.
3 o'clock,
We were
maybe.
back by
So
7.
Vergil, the person they were looking for, was underneath them the whole time?
And so he took off running. Mel and Chaz started chasing after him. Chaz got knocked down while getting chased after him, and a cleric that was around tried to help out, but he also got knocked dead. And so Mel started taking off on foot after him, couldn't find him, think he got away. And then the crew reassembled after that. They went back into the tunnels and ran into, what was his name?
Oh, Calabaster Dougal.
Calabaster Dougal.
Y'all got rid of that big mass, right?
Yeah, me and Clank set it up. Well, mostly Clank set it on fire, and we also found a huge cache of weapons in that room.
Weapons, artillery, shells, explosives, what seems to be a
Terrorist
death mine, and
I'm gonna blow out the transportation and run it from underneath.
It easily could have happened. They made great largely pull the crates away from the burning massive antler monster, which was smart because if I think I said something about one of those crates starting to look like charred a little bit, like
yeah, it was the one with the
right on
depth
edge.
charge in it.
Mhm. Yeah.
But Mel and what was the guy name? Calabaster.
Yeah, Calabaster Dougal,
Calabaster.
chief engineer of the city.
He was chief engineer of the water tunnel system.
Y'all
We actually
y'all named y'all come up with.
we got a map of the tunnel system now as well.
Oh.
But Mel was talking to him like, oh yeah, I think he was pointed in with those like spikes, and so they went around and looked at all the water spigots or like the spouts basically, and they had driven a spike into all the spike the
Oh,
spouts
so
around
they
the
spike the water.
Mm-hmm.
And so
Yeah,
he
that's how it got to
went
the clean drinking water because a lot of the wells were.
and
Yeah.
that guy would fix the pipe as they pulled them out.
Gotcha.
And
But
while
everybody pretty much
Chaz,
already infected at this point.
while Chaz,
Maybe they just drink alcohol.
It's fine.
in the chase when they were chasing Vergil through the streets, he put Chaz down to where he was making death saves, and Chaz had a vision.
This is true.
What was that vision of?
Basically, Lady Death coming to like either kill me or help me. I don't know. It wasn't much to it. She just held her hand out basically, and I took it. And I didn't know if it was a woman at first. Josh did just say it. I think he said a woman comes to you, but I didn't recognize it.
Well, she didn't have a skull head, did she?
Yeah, she did.
She did. Mhm.
All right.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
So
She had a in her hand, and she also had a flower in the other hand.
I don't know if it was
Take the
sensual
flower, take the hand, and took her hand.
or if it was just
If that means anything to you.
a kind gesture.
I don't know. Who knows? Yeah, that basically sums it up. You guys got out of the sewers and got together and met Duncan around 7 p.m. for some soup.
Yep.
Clank. When
Yes.
the party left and chased the fellow, Clank secured the munitions and then had some clerics from Concordia clear the area and like keep people back and send for Viker Amale, and had a conversation with Viker Amale when she got to the location and told her what was down there. Told her that the party will be taking a finder's fee of either munitions or gold. Not really decided just yet, but both are going to be on the table. And then he went to Renault's apothecary to have Skipjack's bones grind up so we could make bread out of him and eat him.
Yeah.
It's cobalt culture.
It's cobalt culture.
Okay.
We have
Hopefully
to,
they have to eat their dead. So.
yeah. Otherwise they'll go to hell.
When we found them, again, Cobalt had others that had already died, or
Oh, when you found what?
when we found all the kobolds, were they at Camp Cobalt?
Yeah.
Was there more that had already died and they were the survivors, or was There are
could,
only 4 people on all their camp.
you can assume there was probably more. I mean, there wasn't remains to be found.
They ate them.
Yeah, they ate them. If there was any that did die, they are gone now. So
Do they like cook them, or do you think they just kind of tear in?
I kind of imagine it's tear in.
Yeah.
But these kobolds are a little cultured now these days. You know what I mean? These specific kobolds.
I don't know, if they died of like poison or some kind of disease, they probably cook them
That's true. Yeah.
just to get that out.
Or you have some more dead kobolds on your hands.
Yeah.
Their natural instincts kick in and let them know if they
Yeah.
can eat them raw or not.
Cool. So yeah, I'm assuming you guys, I don't know if you all meet up where we left off, you eating some delicious tomato soup, haggard and smelling of sewer, with the museum coordinator, curator, who is very much interested in your
Are they at
story.
the Rickety Raven or are they somewhere else?
We're over here in the this little park over
The
here.
yard behind the Raven?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Speaking soup. Yeah. Are you going straight back to the Clank?
Yes, I will. I will go after getting the bones ground up. I'll tell Vergil thank you, and then I will go right next door.
Of course. Please know if I can assist in any other way.
Alright, well, I already burned through all 3 potions that I got last time I was here, so yeah, we took care of a large issue. The illness in the sewers should be going away soon.
Well, that is very, very good to hear. And thank you for your service to the city.
Don't thank me, just thank the stone, and I'll walk out.
It kind of looks like the cobblestone kind of stone floor. Like, thanks. Cool. Yeah, so I'm assuming you guys all meet up.
I would go back to
Mr.
the Rickety Raven looking for him and maybe notice him through the window or something.
Yeah, sure.
Just like walk in, be like, Harold. Your decode? I'm gonna hand you that and it'll be like decoded or whatever the whole thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Translated ledger. Y'all's printer doesn't work. Yeah, no worries. Printers never work.
They're all trash.
I'm so with you on that. Yeah.
I'm afraid to buy a $500 one and it's still not work.
Yeah. All right. So you guys are chatting, and I'll get you that ledger. I'll probably send it either email to you or Discord it.
That works. Harold's not going to try to study it tonight. Anyway.
Yeah.
He's got to sleep off this exhaustion.
Yeah, because he also got surgery to cure his vocals.
Oh, did the surgery go through?
Yeah, we
Pretty extensive?
Yeah, it's pretty expensive. He wasn't a good swimmer before, so he basically can't swim at all now.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He got about an extra 5 pounds of lead in him. Also, I ended up with like a couple of levels of exhaustion. So we were doing all that yesterday. Harold was also exhausted.
Yep. All right. Yeah, Duncan was like, well, that's an incredible adventure you folks went on.
Shower.
Yes, I would recommend a shower and some rest, and we
Wait,
can.
Duncan, you're the
Museum curator at the
So if you're
Royal
the curator,
Museum.
is there a director of the museum?
Well, not as such. I am
Both.
the head honcho, as it were. I have people who help and assist with a lot of the tasks, but in terms of choosing the pieces and running the day-to-day, I have an accountant. I don't deal with the books as much, but
That's easy. Well, let's go back to my place and you can see how much space you're going to have to carve out over there.
oh yes, so the piece, of course. I would love to see it. Yeah, you guys head on over to the apartment, unless you all want to go anywhere else.
Who's staying the night?
I got my Olds.
Harold's gonna go sleep in the woods and wash up in like a creek or
I'm already
Okay.
at your place.
Cool.
You're already at my place.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. Clank is gonna go to Mel's house and just trying to find people at the Raven. They're not there. Tries to find people at Soup. They're not there.
Yeah.
He'll go to the apartment.
as you guys are going up the stairs, you hear a bit of a commotion coming from down the hall. And you see 3 kobolds attempting to shove a large crate of munitions through your door.
Intruders!
What are you?
Whoa! Hey,
We
whoa,
know
whoa!
them. What
That's
what
the
is this?
kobolds
Where
we
did you
just
get
told
this
you
from?
about.
Clank told us to bring into the apartment. It's a whole pile of
Blazer
bullets.
vibes, not my
Where all did
character.
it come from?
Room we were in. I don't know.
Oh.
And Goldfish is like, no, listen, we just angle it. We just gotta pick it up and
Why
angle
not
it.
pick it up one at a time? Just look, we're already here now. Just take it pieces in.
I didn't think about that. Yeah, that's clever. Okay, he pops it open, and it's just basically essentially metal ammo tins is what these are all contained in. So it's not just loose bullets in a crate, but they're like.
Right.
Military style.
Yeah, that was smart. So we've had a long day, and Trout is quietly kind of sniffling as he moves stuff inside, and they do. And there's an empty crate, I guess, in the hall of your apartment, and they just kind of shove it a couple rooms down.
These are your
Not my monkey, not my problem.
How'd you make friends with Cole?
We're all friends with kobolds, and we saved them.
Since they're here, Josh,
Yeah.
check that
And
shit
our
that's
culture.
not good.
It is indeed.
They're learning slowly.
And you
but
said
surely.
it was just like a kind of
Anyway.
X amount, but it was a decent amount.
It is an ungodly amount of ammunition.
I just want to take something like a handful. Is that alright?
I mean, yeah,
I was asking DM slash
I don't.
group members.
Last night he said it's a virtually unlimited amount of ammo. So yeah, you take as much as you want.
Is it?
yeah, I would say each metal ammo tin probably has, I don't know, 100 rounds in it, maybe. It is a full this would supply an outpost of a couple of guards.
Different calibers of ammunition as well?
It is almost primarily ammunition for Chaz's style rifles,
Oh,
which you guys had a
nice.
couple of. I mean, and there is probably, we'll call it
Was it a 5x5
6.
crate?
I'll say 6x4 by, probably, we will call it 96 of those ammo crates, each one containing, we'll say 50 bullets.
Ammo crate.
Apologies for the commotion, Duncan. It's been a bit hectic around here.
96.
Yes, are you arming a militia of
No,
kobolds?
no,
What's happening?
we're not. We just needed to collect this for the. I don't know how much of that story you just caught for what we were going through down
Yeah,
at
43.
Strat
This
Station.
is
100
good.
rounds.
But this is what we found that was being forwarded by Vergil, who was attempting to blow up the city.
Interesting. Well, I heard stories of smuggling sort of ring during the revolution that would operate out of the tunnels.
Maybe that was where the collection was from. I don't know. I just figured Vergil was going to blow everything up.
Well, these rounds are for an older rifle that was primarily smuggled in. There was a shipment that was hijacked, a whole freighter full of Imperial gear. The rebels famously hijacked it and managed to take all of its gear and use it to supply the revolution in Moro.
It sounds like these are the bullets, and I guess there might be guns still underneath the city.
I know y'all got 2 more of those rifles.
Yeah, I have 2 of them. Whenever I show up on the scene,
Yeah. I would say you can come up whenever you want here.
I'll come through the door with a bag. Do you have a baking tin?
Baking tin? Just a pot?
A baking tray? Something you make bread with?
Right, yeah.
Excellent. Also, I'm going to take my bag off, drop it on the ground, take out the 2 rifles. Here you go. 5. Excellent. This is for you. Both of you now have a Molotov Classic.
Do you know how to shoot this thing?
Nope. But
Do you know how to shoot this thing?
Oh, yes. Quite proficient.
Can you show me how to shoot this thing?
Of course.
Oh, okay. He goes and sets it in the corner.
And Clank will go and start making essentially hardtack
Yeah.
with the bone meal.
The kobolds are all just kind of like sitting together. They've gotten pretty quiet since they finished their task.
I will instruct them to come over and help me cook.
Yeah. What are you making? Are you...
Skipjack hardtack.
Okay.
It's what he would like.
It is nice. He did. Trust me, he did really hard tag.
That Molotov classic at D8.
No, D12.
Oh shit.
D12 120, right?
Yes, I believe so. Is that the range that I gave you on your? I have a note for it somewhere.
I think it's 4 shots before you have to reload.
It's not +1 or anything like that.
Calabaster.
It's just Dex.
Roll check. It is. Sure might. I can't say I'm familiar with the name. What?
What up, Ms. Mace?
He's the engineer who designed the tunnels underneath the hydraulic tunnels.
Oh, the mole man, the underground man.
Yes, he didn't seem like he comes to the top very much.
No, I've only heard tale.
He is
That there's
certainly
a
there. I met him.
mysterious figure who runs the steam generators and pumps for the city. You know, yeah, I would be curious to see what's down there, but the sewers are
It's quite
gross.
I had that to one yesterday.
I don't have a pair of boots. My loafers, I don't think would do very well in the
Sometimes you can
sewers.
get down there and be pretty clean. You just gotta you step in the water.
With the thought of wet socks.
You don't step.
Terrible.
He looks down. He's like, I wasn't gonna if I wasn't required.
That's fair. Yeah.
With that said, let's go back to my room and I'll show you.
Oh, absolutely. Yes.
What was it?
I'm so sorry. I'm distracted. All the commotion in the
I'm telling you, there's a ton going on these days, Mr. Duncan.
ammunition cache you now have.
Yeah, that's temporarily here.
Okay, well,
out what to do with that.
Well, I don't see anything. Okay, let's go look at the statue. I would love to see that.
You do want to see this,
Yeah,
and
he
he walks
goes-
back to the room.
Yeah.
And
Cool.
It is about a 6 or 7 foot tall man. It is a stallion that is revved up a little bit.
Ooh, okay. Like rear and back, like nice.
Yep.
Is it what kind of materials is it made of?
Whole-
Okay, yeah,
It was something he worked on for several years.
nice. Is it like a nicely polished like
Yeah,
finish?
It was one of the first
Yeah.
things he did. Like it was like one of his. That was actually his first big marble project, like
Yeah.
a statue project.
Yeah,
Is Plank seen that statue? Oh, I don't know.
yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, you should.
Is he gonna make more of them? Is he gonna have like a Marvel universe?
He should. He should have a Marvel universe.
Yeah. Well, the titty kobold is in the extended universe.
Yes,
Um,
that is indeed.
So
Dude, the titty kobold
Titty.
is impressive.
it is. Duncan sits there and looks up at the stone. Wow, this is really good work. The forms are immaculate. The muscles and tracing and. Oh, how long did this take you to carve?
He chipped away at it for at least 2 years.
Wow.
And every now and again, I will get an urge to refine a lot.
Yes. Well, you know that is the classic artist's resource or folly, depending on who you ask and how it goes. Marble is hard to undo your
Speaking of,
strokes.
I got a little insight for you.
Okay.
It's like around back to where I wants to get out for this conversation.
He's making bread with the
He
kobolds.
goes, you know the fella in the old Mason Guild?
Oh yes, he did some repairs for us not that long ago. We dropped a statue actually, and it shipped a large portion of our staircase in the center. And Murray, I believe,
Murray, correct.
came by. And yeah, some gruff individual, but he did fine work.
He can be a bit rough around the edges, but he's a good one, I think. He seems like he's built a lot of the old stone, collaboration
Yes.
figurative buildings around here.
There aren't too many that maintain the buildings, the old construction at least.
With that said, I have insight that say this was to be on display at your spot for a little bit, and then, for instance, hit the auction house. I think you may have an inquirer already.
Oh, interesting. Huh. That is very, very interesting.
So,
Okay.
that
Well-
that way it is for if the museum starts to need some potential funds.
Well, that is very, very appreciated, and believe you, there certainly will be a cut heading your way as well, and potentially other resources if we can spare it.
Yeah. I just wanted to put that out there. You just got to get some advertising around whenever that does go to. I really think he like put his hand on his back. Like, do something. I think Mustang can go for a second.
Well,
With that in mind, just gotta make sure to get the word out.
yeah. Well, if we can get the Argoshaw line back up and running, I'm sure there's some collectors in Argoshaw with much deeper pockets that may be
Maybe
interested
once
in
that goes
this.
live, that would be a good grand opening event.
Well, thank you. I mean, I have to figure out how to get this down there.
I recommend out the window.
Unless we can get to crane constructed, and that is. I'm assuming, is that how you got the marble in the first place? I'm surprised your landlord allowed this.
I got some pull, you know. He was nice there. I just treated him like a decent individual. As long as I,
To let you know where I was,
fine.
in case I
And he
wasn't
didn't
awake.
break anything, and the
I gotcha.
the rocks.
Well,
I
incredible.
would recommend a large crew though.
Yeah. Yes, I would presume so. Okay, well, I will inquire about moving this shortly, but yes.
The guy from the Mason.
I mean, he might be able to figure out how to help move it. For sure.
Maybe. I will reach out and see what I can do. And in the kitchen, the kobolds are helping you.
Do I overhear any of that while it's happening?
Would you like to?
Please no.
Just that whenever they're talking about moving it,
Probably.
Okay.
I will raise my voice and say, "Talk to a wizard. Get them to reduce the size of it. It's the easiest way. Trust me."
Oh, that's a good idea. I didn't think about
That's
that.
quite clever. Yes, I'm sure I could bribe quite a TWAB student of some sort.
I'm sure there's plenty.
Yeah, they're always strapped for cash.
I have
tuition.
one that I can talk to if you'd like. I need to go see her
They
anyhow.
really
Okay.
concentrate on it, so that way, in case, so if they lost the concentration, it wouldn't wherever it
Yes,
goes, it would just go back.
Crush them.
Just-
Yeah.
In the middle of the hallway and takes out like 2 walls as the ceiling.
Yep.
It's really funny.
We'll keep that one in mind. Okay.
Yes, well, thank you for allowing me to visit your home. I hope you all have a lovely evening.
Maybe you can come over for some. Oh, by the way, I do have a question. Did you happen to know where Reginald was?
Oh, Pascal.
Yes,
I'm afraid I do not. He is rather,
visit?
he's
Harold style?
rather elusive.
sir. Well, if you run across him again, feel free to send it my way.
He typically sends an emissary. He doesn't come in person to deliver his pieces. He is quite fond of his anonymity.
Well, if you can figure out who it is, I would be happy to speak with him.
Let's see what I can do.
But that said, if you ever want some tea, for a thing of soup, let's go.
Okay, well, thank you. And he's like, excellent meeting you all. I don't think I got your name. John. Duncan, nice to meet you. If you come by the museum sometimes, I'd be happy to show you around. Okay, have a good evening.
If you're in line of sight with Clank and you say
As soon as I'm just gonna like cut my eyes at you and be like,
you just see me shaking my head. I'm not even looking at you. I'm just shaking my head, making hard tack.
and then I'm just gonna look back at
Okay, so I don't know what the context of this interaction is, but I'm going to leave now. Thank you. Good luck with whatever you're doing, and
Trying to help out the city.
if you are
Being infected.
yes, if you're planning to seize the city or do a kobold revolution of sorts, please give me warning.
I can assure you neither of those are on our agenda list.
Okay.
That's an excellent name for a painting. The Kobold Revolution.
Yeah. Yeah, you repaint the fence
like-
of what
it's
you
like
did,
that
but just get rid of all you. It's just kobolds. It's 4 kobolds against a wizard. Like,
Dude, if the overarching theme of this
Well,
campaign
well
just
being
becomes
a-
us like
well
installing kobolds into the government.
Well, being a war photographer / war
yeah.
painter is hilarious.
It's gonna be like 100 years from now. All of Nostrovia remembers the kobold.
They remember
kobolds
the
were
revolution.
leading-
just
Yeah.
the
leading the
stories of the
rebellion.
painting. This
Yeah.
painting depicted a great battle between just the kobolds and the terrible Vergil who was trying to poison the entire city. There was no external help. The KKK stood strong here.
Oh yeah, that's our official group
Captain
name.
Coy's
Captain
crew.
Captain Coy's crew.
Yes, I see nothing problematic with this acronym. Yeah, they're helping you make hardtack, and they are telling stories about Skipjack and he was kind of the dumbest of the group. So it's a lot of things. Like, you guys remember that one time we were trying to defend Fort Kobold, and Skipjack got so drunk off of that, like it wasn't even actual liquor. It was for like cleaning wounds, and he was so drunk he fell off and fell off the wall, and we barely saved him from those things going in. They were just telling all these stories.
Upon them mentioning that, I'll get out some of my rubbing alcohol that I got
Yeah.
and pour a few shots for the kobolds and any of the group if y'all like a shot. Yeah, it's like 170 proof cleaning alcohol.
We'll do it for Skipjack. He would have wanted us to.
To Skipjack.
Hey, to Skipjack. Yeah. They are. Puts a little of the old
Come on,
fire
man.
in your belly, doesn't it?
Whatever.
on your chest.
Yeah.
You lots are going to have to learn how to drink alcohol if we
Why-
ever visit my
Why
home.
do y'all drink this?
For Skipjack.
For Skipjack. And Goldfish goes, reminds us of the days when we still had fire in our bellies and sword in the skies. Yeah.
He gets drunk easy, huh?
Yeah. We're small.
Aye, you are. You are.
That's like you drank a cup this big of alcohol, you know? That's liquor for you, a lot of liquor for us. Let's eat our best friend.
That's my first time drinking alcohol.
That was bad.
I'm
Sorry.
14.
Goes back to his room.
Right, so we'll get you whenever we go home or whenever my family gets a shipment of firewater in. I'll let you try the good stuff.
I'll actually go and go get in the shower.
Alright. Yeah, I think showers are
I
good.
think they have.
Yeah. No, you do. It's hot water. There's nice hot water running, and now you kind of know where it comes from. For better or for worse,
He no longer drinks the shower water.
I kind of wouldn't blame you.
Harold,
He wouldn't drink the shower
is
water.
Clunk aware that you are looking for writing of people? Like people's personal handwriting? Have you made that known or no?
No, no. Harold hasn't said anything about
Okay.
that. He'd be aware that Harold's looking for documents, but not like handwriting.
Yeah. Alright. Well, I'm ready to go to bed. I have some errands that I need to run tomorrow, so I'm not sure what all of y'all are getting up to, but I'm going to be heading to the college, and then I'm also going to be taking a little bit of time to go have a one-on-one meeting with Viker Amale. So,
I have to try to track down Vergil. I'm sorry, I wasn't
Don't-
there when it
don't engage him without everybody. He killed one of us instantly yesterday. Today. God, it's been a long
He
day.
killed 2 people instantly yesterday because he fucking killed that cleric.
I wasn't there for that.
Did you not? Well, Harold wasn't there for it, but he saw the dude laying there. Did
Jazz
you
certainly
not
saw
go up
that.
into the train station?
I
No,
wasn't. Well, was that in the train station
Yeah.
itself?
It was right outside, like by the
Oh.
exit.
You
Yeah.
were the one.
That was instantly?
You were navigating the people getting cleaned up and
Yeah,
stuff.
Oh no!
As you were-
I told him. I told him to, and I sat down next to the hole.
Yeah. As you were doing this cleanup, you would have seen people checking on him and probably carrying him away at some point. The cleric who
Cleric of Concordia.
Yeah, I was gonna say Harold just saw that he like clearly only got hit with one spell, so he assumed it was insane.
That's tragic.
There has to be witnesses.
From and to stone. Oh, there were witnesses. That place was full.
I think Mel's probably done with his shower now.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure, what's up? Well, gentlemen, I don't know about you, but I'm ready to hit the hay.
I'm going to get my pillow stone out.
Yeah.
And I'm also going to look through my possessions. Do I have a stone that's big enough to fit that antler into?
You've done. Give me a d20 roll. Don't get a 1. You got
a
stones.
rock case for it already.
Natural 20.
You have at least 2 of those.
All right. I'll spend a little time tapping it open, crack it, chisel out a spot for this antler specifically, put it together with its 2 pieces touching, and then sealing it up.
We have a lot of them.
Yeah, you do have how many? Like 14? 7. That's what it was. It was half of it. It was 14 wells, and half of them were infected. So yeah.
Okay. What can we?
How
do I say this? Who wants a heroic inspiration in verse? What is that? What is the equivalent of that?
I don't know. How are you inspiring them?
Who wants to hear a story?
I'm gonna make the comment.
I'll hear a story.
Okay.
I'm just sitting here working.
And he sits there next to you and he starts telling about the story from what was life like back in Archibald. And what it was like for him to grow up. And kind of what inspired him to go into being a architect.
Nice.
There you go.
Beautiful. At some point,
you have his heroic inspiration now. Is what that means.
Nice.
Thank you.
At some point, I'm assuming the hardtack is ready, and it's divided. Kobolds. And Goldfish, like, would anybody else like to have a piece of skipjack?
Clank will take one.
It's okay. Well, I'd prefer to keep it with those who knew him, if you don't mind.
I wasn't under anyway.
I'm sorry. You can, if you want, but you will be consuming a part of the soul of my friend who will live on in you forever. And if it's just some guy you've never met.
It wouldn't be. I understand the goal.
I've got to. I really don't want to, but I guess I got to. He grabbed this very small piece.
Thank you. Harold?
Oh,
I thought you followed up with them and we're going to go split up later. Oh, okay. My bad. Yeah, my bad.
It's a skipjack.
Although Harold did say he would partake, so if anybody remembers that and wants to save him a piece.
Yeah.
I mean, with all the bones, there's probably at least more than a dozen hardtack crackers.
Yeah.
So we got a little bit of rations out of it.
Yeah, Goldfish remembers all that. He would hold a pocket of piece for you. To skipjack. And all the kobolds instantly go, and just animalistically tear into the things.
Make a mess.
Crumbs everywhere. Yeah, totally. And it's hardtack, so it's I know. Skipjack.
Clank will just solemnly eat his piece and not really say a whole lot.
I'm gonna try to figure out which direction, which I'm not trying to take a whole bunch of time doing or whatever, but I talk to them and I would know what's going on or whatever. So,
yeah, you're basically caught up. And they know that the last thing that was seen of Vergil was he was going northwest out of the city through a tunnel in the sewers. I think you still have that sewer map somewhere. So he basically, he went back into the sewers to
Clank will sketch this out and give it to you before you leave.
Yeah. So basically, all the black lines and things. Yeah. It is the kind of line that goes up towards the quarry. There was an old water intake up there.
I see it.
Yep.
If that makes you sleep at night.
So
I'm pretty sure Mel made the freaking thing, or he was just given that piece of paper from the actual person.
From Calabash and Puggle.
I'm talking to try to find clues of maybe make sure that he didn't leave anything behind and kind of follow the.
Are you gonna do that tonight? Are Are you just gonna try to do that tonight before you go to sleep? All right, give me a survival check as you go do that. The rest of y'all, if you have no other business, can get a well-deserved long rest.
Clank will lay his rock out and go to sleep.
Right.
Kill the rock.
Harold, as you were in the woods, well, I don't know, what's just going through your mind as you're alone and in some quiet time and kind of going back to where you spent a lot of time until very recently, which is alone and in the woods?
Probably just mostly what has he gotten into now.
Yeah.
Because he had he basically just came here to kill as many people from the Empire as he could. And then he found he's going over what he feels specifically with Viker Amale, because he feels like he owes her his life, but he also doesn't fucking trust her. But he also definitely feels like a certain, other than just owing her his life, he feels a certain amount of loyalty because everything that she's had been doing is something that he's done. So in that way, he kind of does trust her. And that's sort of what he's wondering is once he's done with all this, once everybody from the Empire is gone, if he can sort out with all of this, because he hasn't got to look at that book yet, even though he really wants to.
Yeah.
If he can sort out from all of that and find out what he's trying to find out and kill the right people, what's he going to do next?
Yeah.
Because all he really wanted to do was not live out in the woods isolated anymore, but now he's starting to see several different pathways where he could have a real purpose.
Yeah.
And that's one of them that he's considering. He's considering would he just work, because Viker Amale more or less, to some extent anyway, seems to kind of be the one that Harold thinks is going to end up kind of taking over and running the town.
Yeah.
And so would he just offer his services to her? Would he go to one of the other towns? They still haven't been down south yet.
Yeah.
And he still feels like they need to go down south. But also, there's refugees and shit now. There's, potential, he has been helping fight this disease, and now the town hasn't. So is there something he can do there?
Yes.
Because he can heal. He does have cure wounds.
Yeah.
And then go straight down.
And he does know a little bit about how to try to fight the disease, or at least the people that get to. He knows it's beatable.
Yeah.
So it's going to take 2 weeks.
Well, the thing is, we either
Yeah.
So
What is
Travel-
that?
that's kind of
we
what
can
he
capture
says.
what is that?
What am I going to do next?
Yeah.
no,
Because
dog
there's a
lines
lot
are
of
roads.
options, and none of them
We can take
always
carts
work.
on roads for like a
Yeah.
quarter
Set
of
the
the time.
road down and just go to look.
Yeah.
The first time you
We
really
can.
interact
That's
with people for 30 years, we'll kind of do that.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Look at all that
Yeah.
stuff.
A lot of complicated dynamics and things going on.
Because if we go up to the quarter,
I think that's what's on your mind as you
blocks.
rest. And I don't think you have any
And
immediate
we're gonna
conclusions
have to
that come to
search
you.
all this to find that
Yeah,
hag.
Mhm.
he's still,
Well,
I need
he's still wanting to keep, because he's trying. I think
I
that's
don't
his
think he's
main
gonna
thing.
straight from color there. I don't think the roads are
Is
gonna help
what
us at all.
he thinks is wrong.
Yeah.
And he's still trying to.
I don't think the roads are gonna
Yes.
help us at all.
He
Valid.
knows he's going to need more information.
Well, we can get a cart to go down from the road straight down
Yeah.
and then take till
That's mostly it.
Yeah. Awesome.
Hey, Josh.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to leave at 12:40 just for 15 minutes.
Okay. Yeah, and we'll probably call this one pretty, because you got head at 1:30, is that right?
I'm probably going to head out a little earlier, 1:15.
Okay. Copy that. We probably won't play too much longer after that. This will be kind of just a little bit of, we can.
It's gonna be 5 days of travel regardless.
Oh, you're talking about to get to.
How fast is the road compared to just,
Are you walking on the road?
doing whatever on the road? Yeah.
I mean, that's a train track.
Oh, the dotted line, the train track?
It
Oh, I
also
thought
is
that
a
was
path.
road.
Well, it's a path that you can also walk along, but those are also the freighter lines.
Could it be better to just go straight towards it?
How long would it take for the how many tiles does the train go a day?
Let's see. I had this figured out at some point.
Because regardless of if we leave anywhere from this track,
And I only
it's
got
going to be
12.
5 days to
It's
more.
really hard to track something.
If we go up to the quarry, it will be 1, 2, 3, 4 days.
Yeah.
And then we could also hit the quarry. So it really just, if the train can get us to either of those locations in either day, if we go to the quarry, it's the same amount of travel time. But that's assuming the train can actually get us multiple tiles.
It certainly can, and it depends on the speed of train you commission. There definitely are like private trains that are currently chilling and not doing anything because a lot of the transit is kind of shut down at the moment, other than inside of like Moldovia.
Not going to Argentine, that train's lying
Yeah.
down.
Correct. I actually think I have this figured out on paper now. Here we go.
That's the direction. My investigation would,
I mean, it would
I'd be
technically
back
be
at
the
Mel's by now.
same length, but you also go to that other city that's beside Mort, which is Fern, I think. Right?
Yes. So, and I don't know if you
We're
would
trying to
know
find the
this.
fastest. We're thinking
Yeah.
we're talking about the fastest way to Mort.
Mort also is a bit of a mountain town. It's not really depicted on this map. I need to update a few things on this map. But the only way to get to Fern or to Mort, unless you're like literally like trailblazing and rock climbing, is to go through Fern and go up a mountain path that they have built.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was assuming.
Mhm.
You were trying to go from the quarry straight down. I was like, I don't know if that's fast at all.
Yeah, it is going to be getting through the mountains straight to Mort from like the back side is going to be your like rock climbing essentially. Like it's not an established trail.
No, I was thinking post. Do what?
So basically, and I have to update the map to reflect this, but Mort is a mountain town. It is up in a mountain, and the path that is established paved stairs, set up as a trail, goes from Fern up into Mort. So you can get to Mort in other ways, but you're like trailblazing, rock climbing. You're like
Okay, so there's one like confirmed way. Like there's one real path to get up there.
yeah, Mort is, and I don't know how much you know. I know you guys know a little bit. Fern is the main population center down there. It's still small, but Mort is more of a like isolated sort of like temple town almost. Like it is there's the mausoleum up there, and
Are there springs? Are there hot
oh
springs?
yeah. Oh, actually, there wasn't hot springs, but I think there should be because that's cool. I like that a lot. So I mean, literally, there's probably. I mean, I don't know how much you would know about this, but there's probably no more than like 50 people.
It looked like an onsen town in Japan. So
Yeah, that's cool.
and
I like
steam
that.
coming through the grates and stuff
Yeah.
like that. I
I
love
like that.
onsen.
So I have here that to get to Fort Helmuth, if you commission a direct freighter, from Morrow, you can get there in about 4 hours is what I have
Oh
here.
shit. Okay, that's way fast.
Way faster.
So the quarry is 2 hours away, and there's a train track that goes right to it.
Yeah.
Archibald is 4 hours away. The upper portion of the Timberlands is like 3 hours away.
We'd have to jump
It's
off
to
the
the-
train
it's
at
to the-
40 though. I don't think it's going to stop at the 40.
Well, no, there's a
They used to run
There's a line
stone from the freighters
Oh,
to
gotcha,
town.
okay.
oh, there's one that goes right there,
Oh, I didn't see that. Oh,
and there's one that runs into the frontier.
Yeah, correct. It is not often used because the storm barons are rough, to say the least.
That's to Archibald's tunnel, not to Archibald.
Artichal. Over there.
Yeah.
And that is, the tunnel that leads to Artichal.
What is this tunnel at?
Collapsed.
All it is just a random train station.
Do we know the name of this lake right here?
I know that's Lake Arcturus. I don't know if we do know the name of that lake.
Gotcha. Well, I mean, we got solid options.
But yeah, just for our way of tracking time.
We're gonna just go boom, 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 boom.
I'll say, just as a frame of reference, in a watch, a regular 6 hour segment you guys usually would do to do like one thing, a train can go about 6 tiles on average. So I had calculated those like miles per hour and stuff, but I want to get it set the way we can do it with hexes.
Hex per travel hours.
Yes, exactly.
Oh yeah, Just tell them to ask me if they need anything. Them girls are alright. They act decent.
Yeah, so that is that's about 12 miles per hour is an average freighter speed. Then, if a hex is about 12 miles across and you can move 6 tiles in 6 hours, about a tile per hour. And there are definitely ranges of freighter speeds. Like really loaded down cargo freighters will probably go even a little bit slower than that. And like the more advanced like private speed vessels just for passengers can go faster.
Okay. Alright, well,
How are we feeling, fellas? What does 5 have to do?
I'll let you know, I only got 12.
Okay, when you're tracking.
So, yeah, but I mean, I'm also trying to track somebody in water.
Yeah, well, that night you can go and kind of retrace the steps the party did, and you see the way he left. And you, just taking the word from it, there's some dried blood heading that way, so you assume that's the direction he went. You go further. It is a very kind of like winding tunnel. There's one part where it's partially collapsed, and you have to kind of like crawl through to get further. But eventually it leads to an opening that there's kind of a split where one side has been fully sealed off with bricks. The other side seems to be like an access port where there were metal bars kind of sealing it, and they have been blasted open. And from that point, I mean, who knows where he went.
Well, I'm going to head back to Mel's house.
Okay.
If that's okay with Mel. Maybe something right.
Sure. On the floor?
Yep. I'm accustomed to sitting on the floor, and I want to make sure that you know as well that as soon as I got that rifle, first thing I did was like grab like 12 rounds.
Yeah. Sweet. Yeah, you guys get a nice long rest. Rest her up. It is now the 18th of Fell Sight, and it's a Thursday. The sun kind of comes up. The sun is actually out a little bit today. There's still some like clouds. It's a brisk day. There's definitely like dew on the surfaces, but it's not like raining like it has been. Warmed up a little bit, but the sun isn't fully out yet. And yeah, you guys wake up. Kobolds are very much hungover and currently all passed out and snoring on the ground. Captain Coy is sleeping on the pile of bullets. Like the big all the cases, he's curled up on top of that at the moment.
precious. Well, Clank knows what he wants to go do. But what is the party getting up to? Harold's off in the woods right now.
I need to just get my oil. I just need to resupply rations and oil.
Let me pull up the costs for things real quick.
And we're just acting like our party goal is the same goal as what I
Yeah, we have party funds right now. We're at 369 gold, 10 silver, and 85 copper.
Alright, oil is a silver per.
Yeah, I need
What
like
would you like?
10 of those.
I'll let you know, or I would have, in the catching you up of stuff, anything that has the antler stuff is highly flammable. Like, it does not need a whole lot to catch.
Gotcha. 10 oil, and then I probably need to. I only got 2 rations left at this point, so I probably need to stock up on some rations or something.
Your rations are 5 silver bars per.
Alright, so.
Which didn't you got like 10 rations? How many rations did you scoop? From
I
the
grabbed
boxes?
12.
12. Okay, cool.
I got
Alright, so
17.
I need 10 rations. I want at least 12 rations on
Okay. Yeah, that would be, what is that, 5 gold?
How much is the rational weight?
Good question.
I don't know damn way you carrying 10 days worth of shit like that in a regular bag.
It says 2 pounds according to the DMG.
So 20 pounds?
20 pounds of food?
Pretty heavy, but that's, I mean.
That's how that tracks for me.
This is a dumb
You
dude.
carry it, Clank.
A lot.
That's a wild. What's your strength score?
14.
Interesting.
He's been carrying stones his whole life.
Well, I don't know if I can carry 10 rations. That seems real crazy.
Now we all get into the too much weight category.
I get 6 rations.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
I just got a priest pack, my tools,
Good mark 3
a
gold
big
marks
iron
then.
pot.
Yeah.
just comes with being a cleric.
Yeah,
Can you mark
Scale
Vergil?
mail.
Is that gonna come out of party funds, my little stuff thing?
Yeah, how much was it?
If you want also 10 things of oil, it'll be 4 gold total.
Yeah.
10 things of oil, yeah.
4 gold.
Yeah.
4 gold marks.
Your rock pillow,
A whole bag of rocks.
a whole bag
Mhm.
of rocks.
Mm-hmm.
That's important stuff.
I am gonna go buy some rations as well, but
Okay.
a little bit more than reasonable of 5 days.
Okay, awesome. Yeah. Yeah, so
If
what is
y'all
that?
want rations, Clank will just give them to you.
That's my only
So I got 8 rations now.
I got 17.
He
I just looted them.
he looted
Literally last night.
17 days worth of rations? What?
he looted 100-year-old MREs from the
Yeah,
cache.
that was last
I
night.
don't trust them bullets.
Well,
Yeah, those
y'all
are
were
bullets.
saying that y'all had some explosives that were in those though?
There were some
Currently under
explosives.
Mel's ownership because they're in his house, so therefore he claims all of them.
Yeah,
That's
bullets
what-
at least.
Well, we got
that's what I'm
bullets.
saying, like,
Okay.
All the other things you guys found were still down in the smuggler's guild for now, or the smuggler's cache.
But we need some guns in there with it, do
Yeah,
There was some
that's where you
guns.
got your rifle and he got his.
Well,
we?
I
Hey, can
mean,
you show me how to shoot this thing?
yes, of course.
Can you do that for me?
We probably need to
Sure,
go
you're
out-
probably gonna need to go out of town though.
Yeah, we're probably gonna need
Makes
to
sense.
go out.
Yeah.
I was just planning on walking outside and shooting out my window. What are you talking about?
Yeah, we had a conversation about this with the kobolds. They're not allowed to shoot outside in the city, so.
As they should not.
Do y'all want to go on a training day for all the rifles? Grab the kobolds,
Oh my
Chaz,
God,
and you
yeah.
three?
I tell you
Run
what,
some-
let's go
start
up to
developing
let's-
some
let's
proficiency.
knock out this
Yeah.
quarry real quick to satisfy that bullshit, and we'll train there. How about that?
No, I ain't doing that right now. I'm gonna go see Viker Amale.
You sure are picky for someone who wants to go to a goddamn quarry.
Yeah, I am. I already told you what I was doing, son.
Where are the explosives?
We don't know.
Underneath the train station.
I will be going there.
Okay. Awesome. Yeah,
We definitely, that would really
They're like
be helpful.
right
Yeah.
over here. But we already, Viker Amale either had them extracted or sealed it up yesterday. So I mean,
Possibly
but
need
I already,
to
I already told her that we were going to be taking a portion of them. So I think she had them extracted.
Okay. I won't worry about it.
yeah. I mean, if you want to go, I can show you what the scene looks like over there.
Yeah, I'll just.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go check it out because
Cool.
I really feel like we could do for some explosives. In the park.
Yeah, you go over there, and currently there is a portion of the train station that's closed off. Which, to be fair, too, I don't know if you guys have actually been to the train station. So, just to describe the scene, it is probably the largest open building in Morrow. It has a nice, like, big kind of expansive, like, glass roof where you can kind of see the sky.
The train station does.
It is. There are multiple platforms where many trains come and go. There's a whole section where they kind of have quite a few different freighters pulled to the side, either for maintenance or storage when they're not actively being used. Currently, there's not a lot of people waiting for trains. There's a few. Every once in a while, there might be one or two that departs, either heading towards Fort Helmuth or to south. But in general, a lot of the travel that normally happens here is shut down. Just because you can't go to Artificer. Like, that's the number one way to get to the rest of this whole kind of continent. So it isn't as busy as it normally should be. And there's a whole section that is currently sort of cordoned off. They have a few clerics kind of like just, stop people from getting over there. There is people currently working on sealing that grate. Just some like engineers or workers that are like trying to like kind of re-weld and build the bars back out. And you notice that as you go up there, there is a portion of the freighter line that has been basically the train tracks themselves have been like removed, kind of disassembled, and there is as you are going, they're like kind of like okay, send it back down, and this large lift descends into the ground, and there's a bunch of like rubble of like wooden boards essentially that are kind of off to the side. You got to put it together that this used to be how they would smuggle things into the city, which is essentially park a like false hollow train car
And then
over
drop
this
them
lift.
down from the train
Yeah,
car.
you would drop the cargo of this thing fully down without. So from the outside, you barely even notice that anything's happening because the train rolls
And
in. Nobody
and then
underloads it.
it's just
Exactly. That's how they would get contraband in and out of the city, like preparing for the revolution.
I'll notice there's no way to sneak in there and grab some explosives, so I'm just gonna turn right around and go back to my
Yeah.
place.
Sure. Clank, where are you going this morning?
Errands that I want to go talk to Viker Amale about magic, and I also want to go to the Artificers Guild,
Oh yeah,
or
cool.
the Artificers College.
Yeah.
I'll let y'all all know about that if
Yeah.
anybody wants to tag along for that.
Cool. What are you gonna do, Vicar Omni first?
Either or. Honestly, probably the college first, because I figure like the talk with Vicar Amale is going to take like a good little bit of time.
Yeah.
We can just do that like off screen because he wants to, learn more about magic and what the capacity of divine magic is, and how wizards work,
Yeah.
and how you can really mess a wizard over.
I love that.
That's those are the things that he wants to get done before they head out of town.
Okay. Cool. Does anybody else want to go with him to the Artificers College?
Go with him for that.
Yeah. Check it out. You want to go too, Mr. 5, John?
What is
I'll
the
go.
Black Sheep Public House?
It is the second best pub in the city.
Might as well.
We haven't been to a pub yet.
Well, the Raven's kind of a pub.
What
That's
kind
the
of
best
forms
one.
of identification do they have for people in this world?
So when the Empire was around, there are pretty extensive like papers where they are tracking citizenship, and you
I can't go drink in a pub.
Oh yeah, I guess you're not.
I
of
got
age.
I have fake
Dude,
ID. I'm
and-
like an assassin and stuff. I can play
Dude, at
Do
this,
they ID for alcohol?
at this point, they're not keeping track of that,
All right.
especially because anybody who might get them in trouble for serving minors has left town. Currently, Concordia is busy with the public health crisis and has not made tackling underage drinking a major concern of hers at the moment.
It's more
So,
like hoping a disease doesn't spread across the whole.
yeah, yeah, totally. So, you think you could probably, if you just are confident, walk in there. And you've seen some shit. There's some age in your eyes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, you don't seem like an actual 12-year-old walking up and buying stuff. So, if you wanted to, you totally could. But yeah, the Black Sheep Public House is, this whole area, Fernsgrad, is more of a tourist trap sort of area. And I haven't laid a lot of this out on this map, but there are quite a few, like, kind of higher class, like, boutique shopping places where you can get, whatever, blown glass, elaborate crafts. The more luxurious things that somebody visiting Morel might be enticed into buying. Locals don't really hang out near Fernsgrad, just because there's not a whole lot there for them. A lot of out-of-towners, stuff like that. But
Is there
yes,
any glass blowing places here?
yeah, there's one around Fernsgrad. It's a little local artist that blows glass and sells his wares. They're very overpriced.
I see. Okay.
Get those artists all yuppies, kind of try to fucking take some of
You
their
gotta
money
pay that
straight off the
shit.
train. Yeah, exactly. Little like glass diagrams of the city of Morrow. Like snow globes. You know what I mean? That kind of shit.
One's just got the station in it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's the kind of thing that like a person who lives here is like, I'm not gonna get the fucking train station statue. You know what I mean? That's for people who are impressed by this. But yeah, if you guys go to the Artificers College, you go on over there, and so the Artificers College itself is laid out like the other buildings. It's an older stone building. There are quite a few like exhaust stacks where there is smoke currently kind of flowing out of the college itself. There's kind of a like the other ones. There's a kind of multi-story building that probably you assume is more used for like lectures and stuff. But then there is a wide open like single-story but fairly tall. Like think the height of a 2-story building, but it is one large like shop essentially. So there is an entrance kind of straight to the shop, and there's also one where you go upstairs and like walk into the like lobby essentially of the college.
Just go right in front.
You guys walk in. The door's open. You walk in, and it is just a sort of like. It reminds you of. I'm trying to think of the best way to put this. There's nobody at like the desk. It's pretty wide open. There are some books on the walls, like engineering plots and like different sort of things published by authors and graduates of the Artificer College. Histories on various forms of architecture, engineering, things like that. It seems fairly mundane, at least in this place. And there is a desk with a large ledger on it that seems to be open, but there's nobody currently sitting at the desk. There's a little bell on the counter. Yeah, you hear a door from backside open and close, and a kind of like older man kind of shuffles in, and he puts out a cigarette on the wall as he goes, "Hey, I'm coming. Hey, how can I help you?"
Hey there.
Hey.
I'm looking to speak with Professor Alvernia.
Oh, okay.
Name's Clank Stonefingers. Could you
Yeah.
direct me as to where she is?
Yeah, you got a job for her? Or...
Yes and no. Personal favor for her that she's not really aware of at the moment. She's gonna. I think she'll really have a gift, kind of like a breadbasket, but not actually food.
Okay. Well, I hope it's a good one. She doesn't really love being disturbed when she's working on the floor, but I don't think she has a demonstration in her class right now, so she's probably just tinkering.
I hear she's more tolerable of dwarves.
Come on, don't you? Well, now don't go spreading gossip around, all right?
Well, that's not gossip.
Come on, let's walk you back. You clearly have some kind of history with her. Hang on.
Okay. This guy's weird.
Come on now. He kind of walks you guys back there.
What do you mean?
I just told you what I mean. You just made a comment that was.
What comment was weird?
He turns and says,
I'm literally telling you which comment was weird.
"Listen, we all have our own preferences, okay? You know what I mean? And it's not exactly a secret. But
I don't exactly.
Don't come on now.
I don't ask this guy randomly. Hey, what do you prefer? Do you prefer hentai? Or you prefer?
I've never met one of them, but
Clank is befuddled.
Mel's
go back.
You some social cues is what he's doing.
Yeah. He walks you guys back to. There is a door, just a simple kind of metal door with a glass window. It opens it up, and suddenly your ears are filled with the sound of machines working. It is a wide open shop floor. There are quite a few machines. Let me pull this up too, just because I have some notes about this that I actually don't have up at the moment. Okay, yeah. So out on the floor, there are quite a few like younger students that are working on. They're not quite assembly lines, but there's quite a few different stations where people are forging rings. They're hammering them out.
Like workbenches, pretty much.
Yeah, exactly. There are quite a few like industrial furnaces working. There's a few people who are like forging metal and doing kind of like traditional like smithing work. There's also stations where they have these extensive machines with purple crystals that they are sort of. You got students reading on books and like looking at very elaborate diagrams and like tracing out runes. There's a whole side where there is people in like full protective gear that are working in these large vats of various steaming liquids and mixing things together. And you see there is a woman who is kind of hobbling around right now, and she's talking to a student, going back and forth. She's like, "Oh no, you got your mix all wrong. It's not gonna fire. You gotta get the alloy just right, or else the enchantment won't take." And she's talking. She has you see pretty quickly a prosthetic arm on one hand. She seems to be like a little shorter. You're not really sure. You can't clock her immediately if she's human, elf. You're not really 100% sure at first glance. She has kind of dark skin, short hair, wearing like overalls, a bunch of tools lining all her different pockets. And as you guys walk up, she looks up at you. Basil, are they new students?
Hello, my name's Clank Stonefingers.
God, pleasure.
Nice to meet you.
Top of the morning.
I didn't know he was here.
I have no idea.
He was here the whole time, I guess. Yeah, I actually didn't know you were here. Is Harold tagging along for this?
No, I'm fine with you just being with us and us not even noticing. It's kind of terrifying to Clank.
Top of the morning. My name's Mel.
Nice to meet you, Alvernia. And you see that she has on one side of her face like pretty extensive scarring from some kind of. It's the same side that her missing arm is. She's pretty scarred, and as you're looking, you think that she might be some kind of elf. She's got the ears, but you're not 100% sure. She is probably about 5'10", 5'11", so taller than you,
Okay.
but not like aggressively tall.
Okay.
You know what I mean? No, nothing of note for a non-dwarf, I guess. But you're kind of used to people a little taller than you. She turns and looks at you guys. Well, what can I do for you?
This is quite the magnificent forge.
Oh yeah, well it's an artificer shop. I mean, we got pretty much anything you can need. You know, a lot of first years kind of working, hammering out. You know, rings of protection. We still got orders that we're trying to fill, so we were quite behind on quotas, and I'm not sure what we're going to do after we fill them. But that's a
You're
sort
a
of
master artificer, are you not?
Oh, well,
By looking at
yeah, you're talking about. Listen, I've had some experience.
you. I'm
That's
gonna be
what you're
like,
asking.
"Ding." Do you
What
know
you-
what this symbol is and who made this?
How the hell did you get that? And she grabs it with her like prosthetic hand. She grabs it like by the blade
Yeah.
and flips it and holds it. It's just y'all in the commandum. This is my work. This is
your work.
Oh yeah. No, I made that for the Harrier, the big construct. It was a proof of concept. It was really more of a vanity piece, I guess. If you say it was, I worked on that stuff for
It is an
years.
absolute masterpiece.
Well, how the hell did you get it?
I found it.
A Harrier wouldn't have given that thing up willingly. It's not designed to.
I mean, technically, he did find it.
Was there a large metal construct swinging it at you, taking pot shots at you?
No.
So it was destroyed by the time you got there.
Yes.
Oh, that's terrible.
That's about how I've heard the story as well. Yeah.
I gotta go get those fucking wizards to pop that shield. I gotta go check on my baby. I was working on that thing for years. Yeah, man. I mean, that's honestly one of my finest pieces. Empire doesn't want to see things like that, though. That was more of a show off the power of their science and technology.
Was
Not
it
really.
like an automaton?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay.
Yeah. It was a proof of concept, really, for more mass-produced automaton weaponry, guards, security systems, those kind of applications. It ended up being way too costly for mass production, but we've been working on trying to find a
Your
simpler model.
craftsmanship is absolutely impressive. I mean, the graphics.
She kind of like pulled it back and said, "Yeah, well, I guess it wasn't doing any good rotting in that building." Well, let's come on. Let's thank you, Basil. You talked to the guy who walked you right back there. It's in
Before we
there.
go to the office, you mind showing us around the forge? This is truly incredible.
Yeah, sure. I might hold on to this for now. And I'm not. You gotta convince me you're willing to wield it and worthy of it. But let me show you all around. And kind of takes you on a tour. There's a whole station where that like vat of chemicals are being kind of set. He goes, well, alchemy is a large part of artifice, and a lot of these students are currently working on brewing various poisons and potions and things like that. Again, we moved away from there's a lot of labor involved in making something like a healing potion, right? But if you can make them in a vat like this, you can supply a military. Yeah. No, we got a lot of contracts still for the Imperials that have yet to expire that we're still on the hook for at the moment if we would like to be paid. And I would like to see this program continue. So, look over here. And she comes over. There's a.
Aren't they no longer in town though?
Yeah, no, we'd be shipping them to them over in Artificer. Well, they here's the deal. They paid up front, and if we want to not have them come collecting, I'm gonna see I see my orders through. You know what I mean? I'm known as reliable. So
That's fair.
Let
I
me
guess my
talk
question is, how do you
walk
have to ship it if
yeah.
the
Sorry?
Armashal line is down?
Yeah, well, that's why we haven't shipped anything yet. We're just stockpiling at the moment for whenever they get that cleared up.
Okay.
They've yet to ask my help, but I got some ideas. But yeah, nobody's come asking me for my opinion on how to clear that and all that.
What do you think? I was thinking about that. I would love to be able to go back to Armashal. I'm from Armashal.
Oh, yeah, nice. Well, we'd love to get the line open too, but no, I mean that tunnel's collapsed. They built, man. There's this beautiful machine. I actually got to see it once. It's currently in Arbishal. It's not functional anymore, but engineers built it for carving out that bored tunnel to begin with.
That actually served a function at one point.
Yeah, that large freighter drill. Iron Lung built it. It was one of their.
I thought it was really just a showpiece, hey, look at what we can build.
Well, it is now, but no, it was quite functional back in the day, at least. I mean, listen, that is kind of along the lines of what I'd be after, but I'm sure they're trying to use, explosive, blasting out the larger stones, carrying them out. I mean, it's a bear for any engineer to try to sort that shit out. I do not envy them, but I got my hands full up here. And she looks, and there's a couple students working on making these rings. And there's a bin about this big, huge, and she's like, rings of protection. Standard issue for all, soldiers on the front line.
How many did they order?
She pulls out a little ledger on the desk and flips. She's like, Susie, how many you got? And she's like, well, this pallet alone isn't quite all of it. I got about 2,000 more to go. That's about 18.
18,000? Oh my goodness.
We've been hammering away at this order for quite some time. It's great training for the first year stuff.
Do you have any rejects that still work but aren't super pretty?
Well, we got them. If you want to make a little donation for college, we might be able to talk about that.
You see somebody running along with 7 rings on each finger, just screaming, "I'm invincible!"
Yeah.
So you said the first year students work on this. What is the split? The second or third, or maybe fourth?
Yeah. Well, let me show you. It goes over there and she shows you this whole bullet making operation. She's like, yeah. Well, these are first of all, making bullets is a bit of it's just a fiddly operation in general. Forging is, obviously we're using molds, and we have blast furnaces now, so it's a lot quicker than it used to be. But, it's
Where'd you get the furnaces from?
Oh, I made them.
While she's talking to them, does the security look pretty tight in this place?
I mean, there's quite a lot of eyes looking around, yeah. And she's at least keeping a pretty close eye on you. I know you little bastard. Get a handful of the rings.
You just pick up a bunch and let them just slowly trickle down, and one's just on your pinky after you're done.
Yeah.
It's a lot of rings.
Yeah, well, so, these bullets, the thing is, Empire wants any kind of edge they can get for their shock troops and those going in. And I don't know what's going on, but it was a couple months ago, they put in a pretty massive order before they headed out, so.
Why would they not at least did they consult you before they left? I mean, I would assume they would have said hey, we'll come back and get them.
Yeah. Well, one of the governor around here before they left, he came over and gave me at least a heads up a couple days before they left, and said, "Order's still on." And basically said, contract still stands. We want you to keep working.
Love you, lady.
Alex, see ya. I will send you that ledger to check over too. Is
Send
email
it
still
to-
the best way to
send
send
it
it
to
to
me as
you?
well.
Yes.
Okay.
Here
I'll put it in the Discord and email you directly.
Okay.
Email me as well. That way,
Oh,
since
okay.
I transcribed it.
Yeah, gotcha.
So Alex,
We're not allowed to know.
Hey,
that.
are you okay?
Can't know those yet.
No what?
email letter.
Oh yeah. Well, I
I'm not
have.
sharing it, bastards.
I know I am. Fuck you guys. Screw you guys. Excuse me. So
Be that way.
yeah, I do. She's talking to me. Well, he came over, said contract still stands, and I was like, well, how are we gonna get it to you? And he's like, figure it out, and we'll be in contact. He was all stressed out and rushing around. I think I'm honestly, only the fact that he has so much money sank into this order is the only reason he probably took the time to come and check on me, because he was fully had his mind a little preoccupied with things.
Is that who you usually work with from the Imperium?
Is it possible for us to talk in private about this?
Well, yeah, after I give you the tour, I'd love to take you into my office, and because I have some questions for you,
I have some
sir.
questions for you as well.
Oh, well, there you go. All right.
And I have things to tell you.
Well,
We're making a big circle here.
yeah, we are.
And I'm just here for moral support.
We're glad to hear, I guess. Well, I'm always happy to show everybody around because, again, program's always open if anybody you want to.
Hey,
Tuition ain't
yeah,
cheap,
same.
but we got some financial aid.
How much tuition?
That's a great question. I'll figure that out. Off the top of my head. No,
Right.
it's expensive.
It's 20 gold coins a day, son.
Wait, do y'all have an art college?
No, we don't.
That's insane. Come
Well,
on.
listen. We got a couple of Gen Ed. We got electives. We
That's
got.
not a college, though.
No, it's not. Look,
I heard there's not much money after going to college for art.
I could speak for yourself, sir.
listen, and also, first of all, you're talking about art. I mean, and she points at the thing in her hip. Is like, that not art to you?
This is
What other?
That's hard for
it's
me.
the sword with the sword. She doesn't
Yeah,
have
the
that
rapier and
interest.
the.
She would see the pistol on my hip. Though.
Yes,
So
and also she knows that they go together. She would
Yeah.
assume that you also have that.
They look great. Yeah, I just don't use those. This is art, and you hold up a paintbrush.
Well, yeah, but that's practical art. That's the most
You calling
exquisite.
this not practical?
Yeah. Listen, I'm
You ever
sorry.
been to the art museum?
I have. It's lovely. It's
When
beautiful.
was the
beautiful.
last time you went?
When's the last time a
That's
piece
exactly
of your
what
art
happens
blew a
when two
hole
artists
this
get
big in
together.
somebody's chest?
I tell you what, you come see my art at the art museum, and I'll come walk around and see every little neat gadget you got coming on here, and I'll be convinced of it that you've got some good stuff.
Well,
going.
once this order's full and I actually get some free time, I'd love to do that.
Well, that's true.
Whenever you make things as beautiful as these, and I'm not gonna pull mine.
Yeah.
I would expect that you get pretty bored making all of these.
Yeah, you're kidding me. I know, I haven't had time for any personal projects in way too long. I've been going a little stir crazy. But again, we've got to push through this. We're set to finish by about the 12th next month at the moment. Finishing all that. And after that, I'm not sure what we're going to do. But again, we got to cross that bridge when we come to it. We should be set on funding for
I
quite some
think
time.
there's something more important that we'll be talking about.
Okay, if you insist. And then the last thing she shows you is this. It is a room that's actually completely separate. There's a few levels of door, and there are people with much more elaborate protection. It almost looks like they're wearing armor. And they're working on. There are these purple crystals glowing in this sort of elaborate forge with cables and wires and things connected everywhere. And she's like, well, I can't let you go in there without protection, but
That is a monstrosity.
what do you mean?
Forged. That is a forge, isn't it?
Well, kinda. It's
There's a lot going on over there. That's what I mean by monstrosity.
Oh,
That's,
okay, yeah.
that's a lot.
Arcano Crystal Forge.
An Arcano crystal forge.
Mhm. It's really a resonance inhibitor, and you really gotta you gotta tune the crystals to the proper frequency, and then you gotta load them with the right type of magic, and by applying certain different. You probably don't care about the
Like
leaks,
spell stones?
I actually,
essentially, it's a way of
I really care about
more permanently. Imagine it like you got an effect that lasts an hour, say, right?
All right.
You store about a month's worth of that power into one of these here crystals. You hook it up to some power, and then all of a sudden that effect will last you a month.
Oh, that's cool.
Mm-hmm. But again, it's really only suitable for stationary applications. Unless you're walking around with a
So,
battery
like
pack, I
the
guess.
force fields that are around all this stuff in the town.
There's only one force field, right?
Exactly.
There's
well,
also force fields near
we-
the Popple.
yeah, we
Plaza.
I thought there were gates.
There are two gates. There's the
Mhm.
squares. The force fields are the straight lines.
we actually had some of the artificers got called up by the clerics and the higher level vocatoire from the medical college to try to help kind of contain that whole situation. They're resilient in technology. They can be used in countless applications, but they are expensive and dangerous. That's why we got all these layers of protection here.
It's fair.
Yeah.
You have a room for the boiler room?
Oh, yeah, you're talking about underneath.
Yeah.
Well, I have to see if old Calabaster is interested in a visit.
I'm sure. I just met him earlier, last night.
Hanging out down in the sewers?
Well, I was for a brief step, but no, not today.
Okay, that's the only way you could have met him. I
We
have.
get around a little bit. That's what
Okay.
we definitely need to talk.
Oh yeah, man, we should probably check on him. I haven't even heard from him since the Empire dipped out. It's been a minute, but
Where's the water?
heat's still on.
Is the water
So
treatment plant here then?
yeah, it's underneath.
Oh, can we go see that?
I guess if y'all want to. Let's have a chat first. Let's pull off, and I'll walk you down there because I can't be away too much longer here. But I'll make sure Calabaster's down there and have him show you around. That's all right. Yeah, come on in. And her office is less than an office and more of a workshop. There are a bunch of like filing cabinets full of diagrams and folded things. She has a whole tool bench with countless tools scattered around on it. It is not the same level of organized as like Murray's shop. Murray had every single chisel he ever owned lined up from like smallest to biggest. She has piles of shit everywhere. Books on top of papers, on top of wrenches, on top of another
It's
book.
very
Like,
cluttered.
extremely cluttered. Yeah, she is using every single square inch of this little shop.
Does this remind me of Kaiser's workshop?
Yeah, it does actually. Yeah. Yep. That is the first thing that comes to your mind.
Reminds me of home.
Oh man, where are you from?
Oh, I'm from Nobel.
Are you really?
Aye.
Yeah.
Aye. You ever ride the radio waves?
Yeah, I do. I actually got a special transponder.
Aye. You likely know my uncle then.
Yeah.
Tenhart? Kaiser
Yeah,
Tenhart?
Kaiser. Yeah, Kaiser. He's a bit of a.
His handle is Shadow God of Destruction. I still don't know why he does that, but
Yeah, I kind of avoided him for a little bit because of that, but
it's a
no,
little strange.
it is.
I agree.
No, we're a bit of a. I don't know. Pen pals is the right word. We go back and forth a little bit. Yeah. Hey, good folk up there.
Tell him Clink says hello. I'm kind of his nephew. Really great. Like that. His brother is my grandfather. That doesn't really claim us, but his Kaiser does claim us. Nero doesn't.
Yeah.
I
Well,
understand.
family
I always wanted to go up there. I heard good things about.
I'm gonna interrupt y'all because I have zero charisma pretty much, and I'm not really good at talking to people, and I'm just gonna give a matter of great importance.
All right, we'll get back to chatting about. I want to hear a little bit more about. I got to hear.
And then I'm
Kaiser
gonna
did.
flip my cloak back,
Uh-huh.
and then the two lanterns are gonna be right there. I'm gonna take the lanterns and unclip them
Oh.
and throw them on your desk. Why did you make these to dispel the cutscene?
I made those a long time ago. You said, what about kudzu?
It seems that whenever we found it, there's an overgrowth of kudzu northwest of the town, and we found found these lanterns. This one attracts the kudzu, and I'm gonna do the orange one, and this one dispels the kudzu. And I'm gonna slam them, not slam them, but like them.
Yeah. Well, that's certainly not what I designed.
You said you've been bored, right?
I have been bored. Yeah.
And then I'm gonna take a little pouch out, and I'm gonna shake it. There's a disease that is spreading. Almost
Yeah, I've
spread
heard.
within it. You've heard of it?
Yeah, I've heard about the the massive plague
And I'm gonna
outbreak
open
in the
it
city.
up, and it's gonna be all the stuff that I've been picking out of Harold the whole time.
Oh,
Do not
is this-
touch. Do not touch the bone.
Is that it's the antler stuff,
This
right?
is the antler stuff.
I really don't love you brought that in my shop.
There's a reason.
Okay.
It's been a while since you've made anything worthwhile.
Okay.
You could
Well,
possibly save this whole town if you can make a lantern that repels this. And I'm gonna slam it on the.
well, the lanterns themselves, and also just to give you, and she kind of like looks around, and she casts a quick spell. See her? She kind of pulls out. It is this little pouch, and she just kind of holds it, does a quick hand gesture, and it's like you barely see it over your eyes, but it's almost like a little wave of like a grid that kind of goes and just like wraps around the surface of the room. Just don't
What was that?
detected for observation, words, listening, hearing, things like that.
Cool.
Yeah, thanks. Well, I got a couple tricks up my sleeve. Now, I made these lanterns roughly a little over 100 years ago. There was a push to eliminate a couple different forms of worship around the area. A little non-concordian activity, if you will.
Yeah, the twins.
In a matter of trying to preserve some of that energy, and she points back to where the little kind of crystal resonance thing happened was, those things don't just store arcane magical energy, they store energy of any kind, as long as it is its magical sorts. And I was able to get in contact with, at this point still underground, but worshippers and followers of I can't remember.
I don't think we had a name for it.
No, I
All we
actually,
saw was a painting.
the name
or,
is-
engraved into the wall.
the name's
Painting.
slipping my mind too, but
Stone got me inside.
go for it.
She
Wait,
lined
are
it
you
up.
talking about like the one with the statue?
That one.
Okay, yeah, no, you don't know.
You don't remember the name of who the statue is of?
I knew him.
It's a
I
very
know
old
I knew him
religion,
Isn't
once.
it odd that nobody remembers the name of who was originally the statue of? And he swings. He's like,
It
he
is.
has his art brush in his hand,
You have
and
the
he
picture
uses
with
he uses minor illusion
Uh-huh.
and pulls up the actual picture from the one.
that you
Where'd you find that?
This was northeast of the city.
Huh. Yeah, fascinating.
But nobody.
Don't mind if I smoke.
Sure.
Alright, she lights up inside the room, kind of quickly starts filling with smoke, and she holds her
mind if
cigarette
I-
with her
You mind
prosthetic.
if I get one of those?
Nobody remembers the name.
You're asking a lie here, buddy.
Nobody remembers the name.
Friends.
Yeah, she lights off of her own one. Yeah.
Isn't that? I don't be-
Yeah, I was about to say you're 14, bud.
These are pretty smooth. Anyway, I'm sorry.
Isn't it mildly concerning that you don't remember the name of who the individuals were? It sounds like you were here before the Concordia came in.
Well, not quite. They've been in the region for a while. I got to Moro about 20 years or so before the last failed rebellion. I've been here for a minute. So things got a little. They were real tight, and then they got real lax all of a sudden. if you understand.
All the people we've met, none of them remember when they feel like they should. That's
Yeah.
all I'm saying.
I've been concerned about this too. I feel like, I don't know, I mean, I've been around a minute. My mind could be going. But if it's a pattern you're noticing, there could be some kind of magic at work.
It's absolutely been a pattern.
Yeah, okay.
And even
I don't recognize the... No. That is ringing a bell. The faces. I forgot that
they didn't.
the man had antlers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry. What are you doing over there?
But anyway, I found some old...
cigarettes for the first time as a 14-year-old.
She's ignoring you as much as you can, yeah. She's pretty locked into what you were saying. She's like, no, so I found a couple of the last worshippers of these gods, and I got them to condense some of their magic in these lanterns for preservation.
Really?
Now you're saying this one attracts it, and she points at the orange one,
Yes.
and that's the kudzu over.
Yes, the kudzu that's overgrown.
Where's that?
But the kudzu grows out the antlers as well.
Okay.
Antlers
Yes.
are like over
The antlers, so far from my research that I've done myself, the antlers, anything that is organic, they will eat it and become the antler.
Yeah.
And you know how fast kudzu is and how it spreads.
Oh yeah.
Now, kavass.
That might just be kudzu. I don't know. Kudzu just kind of does that.
No. I think
A little more than that.
Yeah.
All right.
And he actually pulls up a map
Yeah.
and he shows the location of where it's completely taken over the forest.
Oh. That's
And the town, is it Kavar?
Karst.
Karst, yeah.
Yeah. Karst used to be over there.
And then
Karst
you
is
could be like,
nothing but bones.
this painting was somewhere around in this area, like 4 or 5 miles, and this is that painting was here.
It's
This is a
spreading
shit show.
It's spreading quickly.
It seems
Why?
to be the epicenter as well.
Yes. Well. Now I don't know. Again, I was involved with some preservation efforts, but I don't know too much about the old religions themselves. But I know that Karst was a holy city for him. She points to the male figure with the antlers.
If I was to leave,
Where did you find some last worshippers?
Well, one of which was actually he was living in Karst at the time, but it was ruins. I mean, it was a stone city. The Imperials shelled the shit out of it at one point. A lot of the stone was
I
melted.
saw that on the way.
Yeah, well, I don't know if I'm not sure how they did it because I ain't never seen, at least especially a couple hundred years ago, technology that could melt stone. But this city there's not a whole lot left of it. But I don't know, there was a couple of old worshippers that were still hanging around. You know, a holy site like that, it's got a lot of power for a believer. So they're hanging around. And yeah, I went out there with some companions of mine, and we talked to them a little bit in our travels, and stored a bit of this godly essence here. Where did you find this?
It was in a
Vergil.
tower.
Vergil's tower, wasn't it?
It was in Vergil's tower.
The dean?
Yeah.
Dean of natural
Yeah,
sciences?
he's
Yes.
Definitely got a spike through his head right now, and it's controlling him, I think.
By spike, we mean antler.
Sure.
Yeah, he was the one that infected the water in Popper's Plaza. We just took care of that last night. He actually killed
That's why we were in the,
one of our friends.
That's why we were in the tunnels.
Sorry, he was a formidable wizard before, and if he's lost it, that's not great. Oh, this is a shit show. Nobody tells me anything.
I was
I'm getting
thinking-
dragged into this shit. She's just kind of grinding her head.
I
got a
was
fucking
thinking-
headache. Yeah.
I know that you usually work for money, and I know you haven't had a very good project. If I leave these lanterns with you, with this bone that's about to take over this town, if we don't stop it, I'm going to drop the bone. I'm going to pick the bones up, shake them, and drop them back down. Is it possible for you to replicate the lantern to repel the bone? Reverse engineer it.
I could try.
You
The problem is, I think to take that essence and reuse its power for another use, I would need either considerably more raw energy, or I would need more. We would need to find another one that worships this god, a follower, if there still are any.
So they could bless it of sorts?
They just got to basically take whatever their raw magical connection is to that deity and funnel it into the machine while we're pumping it full of energy. So we might. I mean, I'll study it and look and see what I can do.
I'll leave these with you then. We'll make sure to find you someone. It's of dire consequence.
I can get some. I got to spend some time on it. This is just so you want it to try to repel the antler matter itself, but here's the thing:
not repel it, just give us a protective barrier to make it grow outward so we can pass through it safely.
oh, you're talking about getting in cars. You're not talking about using this to cure folks.
No.
Okay, that might be more doable. It's more in line with its original application, I guess.
Exactly.
As it were. Okay. And part of it, I would worry about hurting people too. If I were to, it's possible, but we would need more power. Anyway.
Well, the thing is,
That's
the
the thing.
antlers start growing through the brains. So if you try to repel the antlers through the brains, I think
It'll
that
probably
just
kill
kills
them.
them.
That's kind of what I'm thinking too. Again, I mean, it could be useful, but if we're talking about trying to help the people in the Pauper's Quarter, I don't know how much good that's going to do.
Well, if we don't stop the problem in Karst, then the people in that quarter aren't going to be here in the first place.
Yeah, understood that. All right.
Especially if that growth continues exponentially.
Yeah.
Because it's eating all the kudzu.
It's just so strange. It's because what I know about that god is it's a god of life.
Oh, it's
He-
life.
Antlers were a blessing. Back in the old times, if you were a follower and you were born with antlers, you were blessed. You were chosen by. She just gestures at it.
Yeah,
Her brain just kind of short circuits, and she's just like, I don't know.
Well, what if the god's power is just being used malfeasantly?
Could be.
It's just being, saddled and, turned loose rather than focused.
All I know is the only way for us to get to the epicenter to get that growth to stop is going to be some way to make it through those, and this is the best thing that I could come up with after all my studies.
Well, I mean, we could make it through them, or we could just avoid them. Is there a way under Karst? And it's on top of a mountain, right?
Yeah,
Surely
well, there's a lot of the city was, at least in terms of what we thought, the folks that I was dealing with when the city was ruins, they were operating under the city. There was an old sanctum down there. They wouldn't take me there.
If the growth's on top, the growth is underneath. We've already figured that out from the sewers.
Well, I mean, the growth is following things that are alive. Stone is alive, but this doesn't affect stone, and we've seen that. So if there's tunnels that don't have, live growth in it, such as greenery or
That's very
creatures.
wishful thinking.
Yeah.
I would hope that as well.
Oh, and she's kind of like, it's the death one. That's what you need to get more of. If you want to try to repel that, you don't need more of life worshiper magic. You need death worshiper magic.
So is this one used the death worshiper magic?
Yeah.
And he picks up the purple?
Yep.
So we have to find a worshiper of the death god.
Yeah.
That nobody remembers.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
And
she
you
can,
couldn't repurpose this lantern with a little bit of time to get it.
maybe. I could try.
I'm gonna
You're gonna give me some time.
I'm gonna leave them with you.
All right.
And the bones.
Well,
as
thanks for
well.
bringing that back. Now, I gotta find out what happened to my baby. A Harrier, a construct. You said when you found it, was its core still in there? Was there a glowing?
There was no core left. All that was left was this pistol, and then this sword, these beautiful, and I'm gonna start rubbing that jewel. Beautiful jewel you got.
Well, I don't love the way you're touching them, but you're gonna use.
It's very erotic.
I don't know. It's well, I mean, I kind of get it, but also it's weird. You do that in your own time. Now, and she puts out that cigarette and goes to light another one.
Rub your jewels in front of everybody.
Yeah, rubbing your jewels for me. You're gonna use them to try to help this land. Yeah, stop this corruption. Do whatever you gotta do.
If I wasn't trying to help this land, I would have given you the 2 lanterns with the bones.
Well, you hold on to them for now. I ain't doing no good sitting and showing off the vanity, the power of the Empire. So I use them for some good.
You said Karsh was in ruins. Wasn't there a city further north than that was also got shelled and in ruins?
She just kind of like, you don't know where she hits her cigarette, just kind of like looks out. Yeah. Karn. Do an insight check.
Which one's a good one, Hank? That silver one was pretty good.
Nope.
Not very good.
Yeah, you don't really know.
Just not one for me. So
You look at her looking far in the distance.
Maybe
Want
Fort
to give an
Helmet.
insight check too?
Maybe Fort
yeah,
Helmet. Maybe Fort Helmet that's on there?
I've been Stone's Garden this whole time.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I hear there's been a bunch of
12 plus 4, 16.
As he mentions, Karn, there's a moment where clearly there's some memories that flood back. And
Like
there's-
guilt.
You don't know, but something personal to
Uncomfortable.
this. Not really uncomfortable, but a long, just there is a deep sadness of some sort attached to that name and memory.
Well, he doesn't really say anything.
Yeah.
what about Fort Helmet?
Some Imperial fort. They station out there. There's some steps out there. You got fucking the dragon camp over there. They got clans. They move around. They rampage. They've raided us a couple times, but usually don't get too far past the mountains, especially since the fort's been established.
Okay. You think Larkspur would know anything about this?
I know you're that name.
Where did I hear that name? It's come up several times while trying to figure out what's been going on around here.
There's so much secret.
We've never met the person.
Yeah, that's
The
well.
individual, should I say?
I can trust that you'll be secret about the lantern.
Oh yeah. Of course. You gotta be a little tight-lipped around here. There's years everywhere. With the Empire gone, probably a couple less years, but I'm still not convinced there's none.
There's some people that have allegiance to the Empire here in Fort.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm still
maybe?
making orders for them.
Yeah.
And then I
Or are
got
you doing that because, they're paying you or because you love the Empire?
no love for the Empire.
Good. I fucking hate the Empire.
Yeah.
Or freaking hate the Empire.
Listen, yeah, I got strong feelings too. I have been. I've had to make a lot of sacrifices to my personal beliefs to get this operation running and train people in the thing that I care most
I
about.
could see someone with your skill being used regardless if you wanted to help them or not in the first place.
Yeah. There was early on there was a bit of threat involved, but the college went away, and I went with the direction of the college and what the college chose to do. And I got some regrets about that, but still, it's been years.
Everyone has their trials and tribulations.
Yeah.
So you heard of the individual? You have a relationship with them?
I might have done some work for a while back. Might be related to Enchi. He pointed to those lanterns and says, might have a little something to do with them. Just,
Still south of the city?
yeah. I mean, she lived out there in the woods, kind of near Mort and Fern. we went down there for a couple different reasons, but
Worshipper of this unnamed death god, possibly?
Larkspur? No. She knows more about him than I probably ever will, though. Better believe it.
Is there anything we should not touch on while with her?
Oh, don't smoke in her house.
Did you smoke in her house?
That's me, I know.
Did she get cursed?
Yeah, there was certainly some repercussions there. Yeah, there was a solid. It's probably about 5 years. Every cigarette I smoked, just first of all, gave me the worst headache of my life. Tasted like shit.
Kept smoking them.
But I couldn't stop. Yeah, because if I stopped smoking, I'd get a headache too. And I'd smoke them, and it was just every time I would do it, I would just be freaking miserable.
5 years of consistent headaches?
Yeah.
Wow. Sounds terrible.
It was terrible. Yeah, it was pretty bad. It was a bad time. But again, I kind of had it coming. We got into some spats a little bit. You know, I mean, listen, she's not. It's not like you can't ever disagree with her, but she's strong-willed, if I will, and she had some serious disagreements about the way we were doing things. And, yeah, she loves a gift. A gift goes a long way. I mean, really, it's got to be personal. Something that you think she'd like. You don't know her, but it's more about the intention with witches, you know. Well,
You got a piece of it. You got insight.
it's less about bribing her, and it's more about your intention.
That's not necessarily private. Just goodwill. Guess. Greed.
Me not telling you what she'd like is going to help your case. That makes sense. You could still make the wrong decision, but if you go with what I said, there's going to be some baggage attached to that, and she's going to know that it's complicated.
The flower had a lot of beauty.
Yeah, flowers do have a lot of beauty. Yeah. Those don't really bloom anymore anyway. You can avoid that. There's one I'd avoid.
What don't bloom?
They are these black nightshade flowers. You ain't gonna find one of them, so don't worry about that.
That ring a bell to Mel.
I don't know if it does.
I know
It might ring a bell with Chaz, but he's not here.
I know we had seen one during this or adventure did or not.
I'm sorry.
I know we had seen one during our adventure did or not.
No, doesn't seem like it. Well, you've given me a lot to think about and brought up a lot of memories.
Sorry?
I
Yeah,
apologize
that's
for
okay.
any discomfort that I brought.
That's fine. I've been burying myself in my work for the past lot of years.
Sound like
so.
you've been getting bored.
Have you
So
gone
I
out?
figured I'd give you a good thing.
No, I don't go out.
So I can't fuck you into going to get some soup.
Yeah, no, I can't leave before. I still got. I mean, listen. Every second we're talking, I'm falling more behind the schedule here. Well, I don't complain about that. I can take a little break to eat some soup. I ain't gotta leave the shop. Sweet of you.
Swing back around.
Yeah. Well, do you have something else for me? We were talking about Nobel. If we're done talking shop and business, I'll keep looking at these lanterns and.
I don't want to take any more of your time.
I'm going to take a little bit more of it, personally.
He always
Let me
does.
know what you got.
Well, yes, I'm from Nobel. My uncle, great-uncle, great-uncle, I think, his name is Kaiser. It's someone you probably
Yeah.
talk to. But yeah, I'm from Nobel, and I was curious if you could help me out with something. I was kind of sort of referred to you. I'm going to take my bag of rocks off and set it down. I carry a lot of rocks with me.
Carries a lot of baggage with him.
All
Yeah, I see that.
I was curious if you had heard from an individual that would like to remain unnamed, that you may have something that could help me to transport these.
I could probably do that. Individual who will remain unnamed.
Yeah, Scan Murray. Oh,
just
wait, I
stops.
was supposed to not name... That's my bad. Sorry, I'm not good at the whole, thing. But, I understand...
Son of a bitch. Better keep my fucking name out of his fucking mouth. I can't believe
I had to twist his arm. And
I'm sure you did. He's terrified.
he's a piece of work, isn't he?
Yeah, you
I
better
know
believe
it.
it.
All
Man,
of
piece
those
of
rustlers are, every single one of them.
she cackles. She's like, he's been called that one before. I recognize that one. I drove him crazy. Yeah, that makes sense. But it's all the pieces are coming together now. I always wanted to go to Nobel at some point, but he never wanted to see it.
Well, I mean, he's hard-headed about that. I'm in the process of
Yeah.
wearing him down on that
Yeah.
and trying to get him to come back and visit. We're actually family members, you see.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, all of the population of Nobel is... we have to be very... I don't know, it's weird. It's a weird situation. But, yes, I was curious. He alluded to you may be able to help me out with that, and I'd be willing to pay you with something that I think you'll really want. Not for monetary means, but for other means, emotional maybe.
Maybe an offer.
I'll pull his chisel out, set it on the table.
She just kind of laughs and picks
Whoa,
it up.
whoa.
Oh, come on, let me see it. I gotta make sure
Alright,
it's
alright,
real. I gotta
I'll
make
let
sure
you
this
see
is a real article. Oh yeah, he liked this one.
That was his most used
Son
one.
of a bitch. Oh, and she kind of
I
flips
saw the wrench he took.
and hands it.
He's still got it. It's oiled up.
Aw,
It's not rusting.
well that's kind of
Unlike him.
I need it. I'll make it for you, but I'm gonna need a couple things.
Okay.
I'm gonna need that wrench. He's gonna need to bring it to me.
All right.
He's gonna need to apologize. How about this? You get him to go over here. You get him to apologize. You get him to bring me that wrench, and you get him to tell me why after that. Excuse my language. After his bitch wife died, that he didn't come say anything to me.
All right.
You tell him I said that.
You're asking a lot. I will go do it. All right. I don't reckon it'd be possible to get payment in advance.
I can start working on it. It's gonna take me a little while.
How long?
Oh man, I got a crazy schedule. Maybe a week.
A week. All right. That should work. We're about to head to what's it called? Mort, and I actually am going to go personally speak to Larkspur. So this is. Do you have anything specifically that you may need related to her? And furthermore, do you know Renault?
Oh yeah, he used to. You talking about a kid? He used to hang around Larkspur. Yeah.
He's not the kid anymore.
Yeah.
But, yes.
Yeah. Humans. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're like puppies.
Yeah, no, don't. And she's coming through. Don't tell him I said that. That's not her fault.
You're very short-lived.
Yeah, very short-lived.
Yeah, you still got lots to learn there, kid.
But we're the same age.
And you're still a kid.
Okay.
Well, we can't get into it.
He's not wrong. I haven't turned my top hair just yet.
I can see that. No, don't tell him I said that about his wife. Not her fault. His fault. He's the bitch.
Well, I don't know who or what she has or who or what she was, but I'll go tell him. I'll get him to come over here because I need that back. There's a few. Whenever you make it, could you make it to where it can encompass a stone of whatever given size I try to put into it, It doesn't need to work for everything. I don't want it to work for everything. I simply want it to work for stone.
That makes it easier, actually.
That
There's
is it.
certain planar residencies that certain planes are easier to steal or pocket of, but they are hostile to many things, magical things, biological things. So yeah, we could, if it's just stone, inorganic matter like that.
Stone, felsight, marble, obsidian, any of that minerals of that nature.
Okay. Yeah, I could do that.
Should be able to work with like diamonds, rubies, emeralds.
Yeah.
Also, stones.
Yeah. Alright. Oh yeah. One more thing before you go. Ask him when he's gonna write his daughters back for me, will you?
When he's gonna write his daughters back?
They haven't probably sent him letters in I don't know how many years, but they've stopped asking about him as much.
Okay.
But I'd like that deadbeat to get his shit together, and he's got no excuse now.
You mom?
Yeah. Yeah. Two.
Awesome. You'll have to. They're my extended family. You'll have to introduce us at some point.
Yeah, I guess they are.
Funny how that works, isn't it?
It is. Well, there's a lot of rumors going around about, you got half dwarf daughters coming out. Everybody wants to know what's going around, and there's some nasty rumors floating around for a little bit. But,
Well, to be a dwarf is a blessing. First children of the stone and all that.
Yeah.
Your daughters should count themselves lucky.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I don't know how much they, I don't know how lucky they feel about that, to be honest with you.
Wow. That is a shame. Because they're blessed. They're blessed.
If you ever make it to Artificer, that's where they're at.
What are their names?
Yeah, let me tell you.
Maybe I'll over and
Yeah. We need to go back there at some point.
Yeah, we got, well, my oldest daughter is, her name's Neve.
Neve?
Nieve. It's Neve and Elspeth.
Nive?
Nieve.
Okay.
And then Elspeth. Elspeth.
Period. He doesn't write them back at
I'll see you girls
all.
later.
It's
Y'all gotta give me a hug. That's the price to leave.
Alright. Well, yeah, we got all kinds of old memories coming back. Yeah.
all right. Well,
Oh, yeah. You ask him to tell you about what we got up to about 100 years ago, will you?
okay.
Hey, see y'all. See you guys.
Love y'all. Ask what they got up to 100 years ago.
Yeah.
All right, can do. But did he ever get any firewater? I know it's from Nobel. It's a Nobelian export, so I'm not really sure if he did, seeing as most of the Redbeards broke contact, a couple of 100 years ago. But some of them still show up every now and then.
Yeah. Well, listen, this is good. This will embarrass him. He tried for a while to recreate the recipe himself. One of those. It was a little too prideful to go ask for it, but he really wanted some.
It's pretty hard to do.
Yeah.
Without the trick is the water up there specifically. It gushes out of Heimskregg. It gushes out of a specific cave in Heimskregg.
That's probably what it is. He tried all kinds of other water, spring water. He never quite get it right. He drove him crazy a little bit. So rub his nose in that a little, if you don't mind.
Well, if they would stop being idiots and just swallow their pride and come back and visit, then they'd be able to.
Well,
All of the Redbeards, as a whole.
I've heard.
They're all so prideful.
I've heard plenty from the other side of the aisle. And, that's the kicker with those sort of generational beefs. A lot of times both sides got some complaints.
Well, I mean, from my understanding, their complaints aren't really valid.
No, he has some valid complaints. He's a piece of shit, and there's a lot of problems I got with him. But
We'll agree to disagree.
yeah, I'm not trying to get in it with you. Trust me, I got into it with enough with him about everything.
Well, I mean, he's sitting there talking poorly about our religion, and then all he does is practice our religion and says he doesn't. It's silly.
That's a cigarette she does. Well, personally, I never had an issue taking pride in my work.
Well, Oh, all right. I'm gonna stop before we get into an argument, and I end up pissing on your floor as well.
Pissed on his floor.
And on him, and on myself, and on the streets outside.
That sounds
pissed for a little while.
Dwarves love the tusk.
Sounds like a family reunion to me. That sounds about right. Well, next time you're in there, give him the number 2 for me. How about that?
He's got to really mess up for that to happen.
It will.
I'm not going to say it can't happen. I've done it twice before, but both of those were grievous wounds that had to be rectified.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
But keep the chisel as a down payment, and I'll talk to him, and we'll see about we have to run out of town for a couple days, and then whenever we get back, I'll see about going and talking to him.
All right. Well, good luck down there. Stay out of the mausoleum if you can.
Stay out of the mausoleum.
Unless you gotta. I don't know what you're doing down there, but
That shouldn't be too hard.
We were planning to go enjoy the mausoleum.
ain't exactly a tourist destination anymore.
Why
It's
exactly?
A little undead-like.
Last I heard,
Like the old
there was
religion.
some issues going on over there. I don't know what the church is up to. They were doing something out there.
Which church? Concordia?
Yeah, of course.
Those rat bastards.
Yeah, they like putting their nose where
Such a
it
silly
doesn't belong.
religion. How can your God be God of everything? It's the
Well,
whore's God. It's a God of timidity.
yeah, it's got whores and chastity and all that stuff.
God of shit.
Yeah, that too, probably.
No, definitely. From how they describe it,
Oh, yeah,
every horrible thing
it's-
under the sun. It's a get out of jail free card. They just get to do whatever they want. That's not how religion works. You have to follow something. You can't just follow everything. I don't understand it. At any rate, I'm gonna.
She just kind of like gestures vaguely towards the Notre Concordia. Like, you need to be working out for them.
Yes, because they allied themselves with the Empire, and now that the Empire's gone, other religions are going to be able to move back in, since they're not going to be executed without any, option.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm all for that.
They're parasites.
She
Parasites.
doesn't say anything out loud, but she just kind of goes.
At any rate, I'm ready to go have some mutton and milk. Have you ever had mutton and milk?
Murray was always trying to get me to try that. I'm not going to do it. I stayed strong back then. I'm going to be strong now.
He would go ahead and eat a staple food of no bell while talking terribly about it. It's ridiculous.
As you go, she's like, "Oh yeah, again, only bring this up if you want to rub his nose in it." He loved Nobel.
Yeah, that much is apparent. I agree with you, and I think you're correct.
Yeah.
I really want to see him come back into the fold. Same with all of his side of the family come back into the. There's no reason. It's old issues. We don't even know what started it.
Yeah.
That's the thing. No one can even remember why it started.
Yeah.
No one.
That's how those
My grandfather is 543 years old. He doesn't know why it started. Kaiser doesn't know why it started. Kaiser's 1 year younger than he is. They're two of the oldest individuals in the town. They don't remember. It just happened. It's stupid.
Yeah. Seems like it.
I don't know.
Yeah. Hey, I
But you say he
that's
hasn't
my
been talking
favorite.
to his children.
Yeah.
See,
Hey, listen.
that's wrong. Family is supposed to stick together. That is a foundational thing.
Listen, I'm right there with you. I'm right there fucking with you. And listen, he never wanted to make it, never wanted to tie a knot, so to speak. He was like, oh, old traditions, yada yada, agree or whatever the hell. And that didn't even bother me, but.
Oh, don't you worry. He'll be hearing from me.
Yeah, good. You fucking tell him. You tell him he's a coward.
Do you want to keep this chisel, or should I shove it up his rear end?
No, I want to keep it.
All right, here.
Flips it.
Also,
Sure, somebody else will eat some of it.
you got a couple extra of those rings of protection? Because it sounds like we're going to go visit the mausoleum. And it's hard to keep all of our folks alive.
Yeah.
Or just any supplies you could spare. Because we
I feel
did just help the city out.
Yeah.
And it's kind of a thankless job, you know?
I feel in the mausoleum we'll find the power you need in case you don't figure it out some other way.
I'd love to meet you.
Yeah. Well, they lead full lives of their own. They've flown the nest. They whatever.
Anybody want to
go
try
to
some homemade
Artificer-
bread?
I'll try
Some
some.
homemade bread.
Yeah.
I'm just rip it
Yeah,
apart,
a little-
get it half on each side.
A little chunky.
Maybe we can
Thank you.
talk about it over soup and coffee.
Hey, come on now. I mean, I guess I'll tell you about them if you want. I don't know. They're sweet girls, but they're just really good.
Make some more, made it.
Oh yeah.
We have a ton in there, help yourself.
Okay,
You know,
delicious.
different classes, as long as store-bought bread, so it doesn't have preservatives in it.
That makes sense. Yeah, it's good though. I'd be happy to tell you about them, but yeah, let me. We got a little bit of wiggle room for spillage, as it were. Also, let me give you this.
Pretty good at counting.
And she digs up in her drawer. She pulls out this kind of like metal canister with like glass in the center with a like thin purple crystal in it. She takes it. So you happen to find, again, it's going to need to be extraordinary amounts of power. Technically, I guess you could use it for any kind of extraordinary wealth, magical power. But specifically, if you're happen to, again, I don't know if I recommend it, but if you're down in the mausoleum, I don't know what kind of divine powers are sealed away down there. But if you get an opportunity to collect some, she got this little button here on the side, and she clicks it, and it opens these little vents on both sides of like the metal like caps on this thing. It's going to need to be in. If that makes sense.
Does it look like something you're going to have to stab into something?
It looks like something that, like, whatever this source of power, this wall of power, it like can be sucked in through the
air
inflow,
vents.
the air vents essentially, and stored to some degree.
So it's a Ghostbusters It's a handheld Ghostbusters vacuum that we point and open.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think there's any
More or less.
concept of sucking up like the stuff that's been spreading like diseases, right? Sure, not.
Well,
We
depends
need
on
to-
who you are, I guess,
I think
and what
we
you're
use
trying to
it.
do. You could potentially do that, but it would need to be. It needs to be a strong well of power. This thing is not. It has a little bit of power stored in it, but it's not like the industrial scale. Like the Forge we got back there, that takes a normal amount of power and condenses it to the point where you can store it. this thing you need like essentially what would be years worth of magical power, and you can store it in a small amount. The energy that you apply to the resonance crystal is the amplifier, but again, we're getting in the weeds. If you happen to get a hold of some magic down there, bring it back, and I might see what I can do about, amplifying lanterns and helping out with this. But yeah, no, we got some spillage fees, spillage overages, and those rings of protection. I'm sure there's some. Sure, nobody would notice if you go missing off the line. We have to make a couple more.
Okay, could you swing 5?
Give me a precision check.
Do I get advantage by chance?
Sure. It's gonna be a fairly low DC too.
Okay, so the first one is going to be 16.
Okay.
The second one, much higher, 20. Dirty 20.
Okay. She can look at you. Yeah, I can swing that.
What about 8?
I don't know if I can do 8, but I can give you something else too. She kind of goes over the line, and you see she's kind of like shuffling around for a while. She comes back with.
I forgot about the colds on my initial offer. So we'll figure things out.
Yeah, they're getting with it. Oops. Sorry, I gotta hold. I wasn't planning on another one, so please hold. I'll figure out the best.
You look at me and
I just go. Clink's just like, bad idea. Abort.
you see my shoulders just kind of drop like a teenager, like.
We're making out like bandits.
Yeah. Listen, you guys.
This woman's basically my aunt. Kind of, sort of.
Yeah, I guess kind of, sort of. Yeah, at least step on it, sort of.
Yeah, like some weird, like, removed cousin type deal.
Yeah.
Mike looks at her as family. She's mother to Nobelian children.
Yeah, I guess that's true. They've actually, they never been to Nobel. Well, I wouldn't hate for them to visit a home.
I bet they can drink a lot of alcohol, can't they?
Oh yeah, you should have seen them in. They all studied at the college while they were still back home, and yeah, there were some serious parties. I had to step in a couple times to protect them from being expelled.
That's some outrights.
Yeah,
Takes a firm hand to deal with Nobelians.
Oh yeah, believe me, that were some of the most stubborn children you've ever seen in your life, and I'm a stubborn woman. You know what I'm saying?
I believe you on both accounts.
Yeah.
It would take that to deal with a Redbeard.
She's got to laugh. She's like, yeah. Let's see what I can give you. Okay, she does give you one additional item. I'm going to have to figure out what that is.
Okay.
I don't want to make a quick thing because it could come back to bite me in the ass super hard.
Yeah, just give me a necklace of fireballs.
Nah, no. No. Sweet, yeah, so you guys chat with her for a while. She hooks you up with some rings of protection.
Are they +1 AC, +1 saves?
Yeah, I believe that's the way.
That's the
just
regular
rings of
uncommon
protection,
ring
too.
of protection.
Yeah. Yeah, no, listen, we got a ton of these things. We got enough raw materials to cover it if we're making a couple more.
Good thing I didn't try to grab a handful earlier.
Yeah, it is.
Unless I rolled really good, but that's all. That's the thing about stealing. You're always rolling the dice whenever you're stealing something.
Absolutely.
Unless you're in a place that's like not crowded or something.
Sure.
But when you got workers all over the place.
Are these ones going to require attunement?
Yes, I believe they do.
All of them, all ring of protection.
The ones that just do saves do not.
Oh really?
It's good to know.
But that may be some homebrew thing that's on the internet. I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's fair.
Are you falling asleep over there, coffee and snoring?
yeah, so you guys have a good chat with Alvernia. You guys can split. There's just, well, I gotta get back to it. Do y'all need anything else from me?
I don't think so. We appreciate your kindness and generosity.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm just
You,
gonna bow my
I'd be
head.
surprised if I can
That's
come
like
back
good
over here in a day or two with some soup and bread.
well, I would appreciate it very much. That'd be sweet of you. Well, good luck out there on the road. Yeah, I mean, you can mention my name to Larkspur if you want. I don't know if it's gonna do you any good.
Okay.
She might have some, she's probably gonna talk some shit about me, to be honest with you. But yeah, it is what it is. All right.
War brings complicated problems, and I'm gonna walk out the door.
Yeah. See ya. Good luck out there.
Bye, Auntie.
She just laughs.
You're not my aunt.
She just laughs. She's like, well, I'll take it. I gotta guess. I need some. Most of my family left town. I'm not gonna complain about having more family nearby. All right, y'all head out through the floor, and you make your way back out to the street.
I guess we're gonna reconvene with the group and get ready to head to Mort.
I guess so.
After we get to the street, I'm gonna lean over and tell you the same thing Bob told T. Make sure not to forget about those lanterns whenever it comes to cost, just in case I'm indisposed to the moment.
Alright, that shouldn't be terrible. We're gonna have to have a conversation with my with that Ruster. Ruster.
Ruster.
It's a I guess a slur for red beard.
Yeah,
it's a slur.
Yeah,
It's a slur.
It's
yeah,
definitely
it's
offensive.
definitely a slur.
Yeah, they're not fans of that. Awesome. Were you trying to talk to Viker Amale before you head out, or do you want to call it here since we were missing quite a few humans?
As far as Clank's conversation with Viker Amale, I was planning on that being off screen anyways, because it's just going to be like he wants to actually learn what magic does.
Yeah.
Like have a conversation about divine magic and how it's employed and how wizards do stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I don't necessarily feel like that needs to be something we do on screen.
Okay.
So I'm fine with that happening off screen because that's just going to be like a nitty gritty conversation.
Totally about learning.
Well, yeah, you got your verbal components, you got your somatic components, you got all this. Arcane magic comes from this. Divine magic comes from this.
Yeah, and she's quite knowledgeable. She's been around the block for a long time. During this time, you do notice that at some point, as you're talking, probably pretty early in the conversation, she's just like, "Oh, yes, we did recover the munitions from underneath the city. We're currently storing them in the basement of the church."
Well, keep it away from fire.
Yeah. Yes. We have ideas about if it ever comes to it, using this in defense of the city. The artillery shells specifically, we still have a few encampment placements on the walls that the Imperial soldiers weren't able to take with them. I'm probably going to distribute those at nearby storehouses and
You might want to start singing about. Wait, does Clank even know what a depth charge is? I recognize it as depth charge. At least I think it is.
You probably don't know what it is.
Okay, yeah. No. That should be fine. Whenever the group gets back, I know five. Assuming you two came with.
I'll say I came with just so we don't have to come back. I'm just back there behind.
You were interested in getting some of the explosives?
Is it possible for us to get our hands on like 2 of those explosives?
The artillery shells?
No. Do we have any kind of explosives that can be planted?
I don't think there was any like grenades or anything that I described. Was there?
There was not, but what I would like to ask her is a inventory of what all that stuff was, because it was a lot of stuff I didn't recognize.
Oh yes, she kind of goes there. She says, "Well, it was that crate of old artillery shells, most of which are probably still functional. There were 4 canisters of liquid fire. It is an alchemical sort of
We need all four
compound.
canisters.
They are quite large and require
Oh.
industrial application to.
Each one was about my size, if memory
Yeah.
serves.
I would suggest putting those canisters on the northeastern part of the city.
We are looking to a more secure storage solution at the moment.
Well, I mean, we
You
told
might
you
want them
about
easily
karst.
better.
We might be able to use those to burn the stuff out of karst. Because I mean, all the antler stuff seems highly flammable.
and maybe the best option.
Rose going to town.
Yeah, yes. We can discuss plans for dealing with karst soon.
You got shells, 4 things. Of
Yes.
alchemical fire.
Alchemical fire. We have, these haven't been used in some times, but an underwater depth charge. These were dropped off of the back of Imperial ironclads during some of the early days of the conquest when naval battles were still a thing.
All right. Well, I mean, that'll be useful in case we ever have a warship come up the river from Archibald.
Yeah. It's a possibility, I suppose, but a freighter is probably way more likely. There was a pallet of old rations and weapons. I see that you secured a few of those already.
Oh yes. Rations are expensive. They're 5 silver a piece.
They are.
Like that. The economy here is terrible.
Well, it is unfortunate. I wish it were different, but I would like to personally thank you for your defense of the city and your group. I know that you have been reticent to accept any boons. Correct?
Yes, I don't worship your god. Now, I don't wish to be rude about that. I'm just trying to lay it out promptly. That's why I don't want
I
to
hear that. And I'm
accept
aware.
the boon from your deity. It's not my deity.
I'm aware, and that's okay.
Listen, I think of a lot of the, stepping on religious toes came from your church and the Empire working together. Now that the Empire is no longer here, y'all don't step on my church's toes. I'm not going to step on your church's toes. We can work together.
Stone guide him.
Stone guide us.
I agree. And please do remember that about not stepping on our toes in the future.
As long as you don't give me a reason to, I won't. If I see things that are wrong, I'm going to step up and say, hey, that's wrong.
As you should.
But yeah, if you have an alternative to boons, then yes, that sounds good to me.
I may be able to put
Whatever
something
music they
together.
got playing, I thought y'all was playing it in there. I was like, well, this
Yeah. Well, are you open to a boon, perhaps?
A boon?
A
Who
boon
is this by?
from Concordia.
Yeah, I'm trying to get
It's
no,
Viker Amale.
I'm good.
Understood. What about yourself?
I'm just going to turn away uncomfortably.
Well, mechanically, it's plus. At least this one is +1 to a stat currently, as long as
Oh, this is that same one that someone's already.
Harold has
already
one.
got. Yeah. No, I'm good right now. Thank you.
Understood. We are strapped materially at the moment. Is there something in particular that you're interested in?
Are we talking like magic items?
Again, I am materially, we are quite stretched thin at the moment. We have a few artifacts of Concordia that I am reticent to part with, and I doubt you would want to wield anyway.
Yep.
Artifacts.
Relics,
I'm gonna.
various saints and such.
My head's
I-
gonna perk up.
I would need a much more full-throated acceptance of being a concordance for one to wield. You understand wielding the sacred hammer of saints, for example, and you are an open heretic. Now that looks quite poorly on me as the.
Well, I mean, she's the goddess of heretics, though, isn't she? So that should work. There's a lot of. Are you beginning to see the holes I have, like the issues I have with your religion? Why I personally don't get it?
I don't have time to explain fully the intricacies to you. I see where your mind is. You have to understand there is things that Concordia is against, and the only thing that is worshiping false gods and diminishing her power through that. You have to understand the strife in this world, and she points towards Karst. This would not be happening if Concordia was the only god as proper. This power, this corruption, was taken from Concordia. Do you understand?
I don't think it was, but also I don't understand the history of your religion. I've studied a lot of it, but I don't know the full. Actually, yeah. Could you get me history books regarding just your religion and the Empire? I would take.
I can arrange that.
Want to hold them for a second?
Could I? Because this is going to tie into my level 3.
Okay.
Yeah. Could I get some books regarding natural history of this continent and any arcane things that you all have ran into?
Sure.
Because when I hit level 3, I'm going to get expertise in Arcana and religion as well.
Ooh, okay, cool. Nice. And she nods. We have a vast library of religious texts, but also some of the oldest histories in the Empire. So, yeah, I would be happy to put together a couple of books. We would need them back, obviously, after you're done reading them.
Well, once I'm done reading them, that should be fine. I retain information quite well, actually.
Good. You are a sharp party in general, so I'd be happy to offer that for you in exchange for your help here.
Excellent. Also, any healing potions you have, because I'm tapped and broke. Just a thought.
Again, this is one of those material aspects that are quite tied up in, again, the curing of the plague at the moment.
Yes, I know.
But I will keep that in mind and see if I can't pull a few strings for you.
Or anything you'd like, Mel? I mean, we have the most powerful political person in the whole city just offering us
For
stuff.
some reason, can't remember the name of that statue in the museum in front of the Museum is, so.
Yeah, the two, the heretic gods, as you call them. You know their names. We already established we weren't going to be lying to one another.
Yes. I did once. Names have great power.
They do. Show your mama your new dance.
Especially
You can dance
for
too. You can leave your friend
false
behind.
deity.
You don't dance
The name of Concordia,
no friend of mine.
it is
He's going to be walking
essential that the power is referred to as Concordia's. It's not out of needing credit, but it is out of, there is real power in calling something a name. You understand? Referring to this power as a name. You refer to the power of life as Concordia's gift. Concordia herself is able to reclaim that aspect, as you understand. The names have been erased.
I'm going to take this out and start the car, and then you can just put your shoes on, pass it to me, and I'm going to make car seat.
Okay, the car seats are you in there? Okay.
By
Strap this
Concordia, by us.
Right, excellent. You're effectively burning books, burning history. That tracks. That makes sense.
Clearly, there are those who still hold the heretics' god's name on their tongue, as you can see from the corruption. Oh, sorry. Yeah, no, you're good. As you can see from the corruption spreading through this land.
We should try to
Do you have a body and stuff in there?
People to remove their name from their dialect. You could potentially help with that, actually.
Chunky monkey.
To be sure that these people. How have you done it so far?
Well, it is, I lead the church here, but the rituals, the rites themselves are a bit above my station. This is doctrine, this is standard operating procedures for dealing with outbreaks of heretic gods and conversion. Names that remain on the tongues of heretics may lead to more outbreaks like this.
Yeah, I agree.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing that I've had a difficult time with is finding where this is coming from.
Me as well. We
Many things about that.
Is there any suspicion where they have been residing?
There was a operation that we performed about a year ago in Kars.
What are you doing like that?
He put his paw in the fan, so I was just working it.
Just that again.
See, he just did it again.
He likes it.
Gosh, you say.
Yes, in Karst. There was a ritual that was being performed. We have ways of keeping eyes on the lands, and we discovered a ritual, a growing of dark magic from Karst. We believed that people were attempting to, potentially they had found the name of the old god. Perhaps they were trying to use his power. But Karst being a former holy site of the heretical life god, we dealt with the outbreak of heresy. We had a military operation. The
It seems you
Empire
did a very good
wintered.
job.
Clearly we missed something. It wasn't that long ago that we did this. At a certain point, I was leading this operation, and higher-ups in the church stepped in, and I was removed from detail, as it were. I still assisted as much as I could, but the Inquisition into this was out of my hands at that point. So I don't know what took place.
Same cars.
Mhm.
That's not how
Oh, goodness. Wait.
Yeah, correct. So Karst is the one where the antlers are at the moment.
Sorry, just a real life history check.
Yeah.
5 crates in that
Yes.
underground tunnel.
Uh-huh.
One with ammo.
Yep.
One was the guns
Yep.
and rations.
Uh-huh.
One was artillery shells.
Uh-huh.
One was the gas canisters or the liquid fire canisters, and one was that sealed thing.
Yes. Yep. See y'all.
Baby, see ya.
Goodbye, baby.
Later, taters.
That is a tater right there.
Yeah, go about to start eating solids.
Oh, that's exciting.
He's the best baby ever.
Oh. He's a
He
good.
wanted to die.
Oh yeah. We'll get him rolling
Little
dice
feller.
before you know it.
Yeah.
Would you, and on the topic that I brought up earlier that we talked about for about 2 hours,
Yes.
wizards and the shutting down of their magic.
Yeah.
Would you happen to have any of those gags and or cuffs you were talking about that mobilize their hands? And you said your inquisitors for the church have them.
They do. If this would be your request from me, I may be able to spare a few.
All I need is one pair.
That's all I can spare.
Yes. I would also like the history books if possible.
Oh yes. A little double dipping here, but I'll do it
It
for
could
you.
Well,
convert him.
Do you want us to, take care of your Vergil problem, or do you want him to kill us next time we encounter him, and then you still have a Vergil problem?
Yes, it will be good. And the chances of an audit are relatively low, and I'm sort of de facto in command here. So we can spare you a set of mage cuffs.
Excellent. Concordian mage cuffs. Does it have like their religious filigree on it?
Oh yeah, totally.
Right, would one of you mind carrying these?
They are essentially, it is like...
I'm giving them to Harold.
Yeah. It is a pair of essentially like almost shaped like gloves, like prostrate. So you have to essentially open it, put the hands in there, seal it, and then there is an actual like key basically. It stops even like finger movements essentially. These particular ones are, the outside is, they're metal, they are gilded with gold. The Concordian cross is displayed on pretty much each hand, and the reverse as well. And the inside contain barbs.
Barbs? It's like an Iron Maiden for your
Yeah.
hands?
It's awesome.
Oh, fuck.
Now, again, please use these in the service of protecting the land. And yeah, exactly. These are traditionally used against heretics who are casting dark magic.
Like
So, like Vergil.
That's about what Vergil is.
Mhm.
they'll be used to it.
I would hate to see our allies at the Academy, whom we currently have a good relationship with, see you brandying these about or threatening any of their casters with them. It would look quite poorly on the church if that were the case.
I believe we're actually pretty decent friends with all, aside from Professor Jambalaya.
He's a tough nut to crack.
He's not very friendly.
No, not the friendliest. And he is... We haven't had much beneficial interaction with the Conjuration College in general.
Well, I think they're like sort of insecure. That's why they summon other things that are cool, because they think they're not. But
Maybe.
just an insight. I could be incorrect.
I will say, other than evocation, conjuration is the school most valued by the Empire.
Isn't it true?
Sounds like they're full of themselves.
Potentially, great. Other than Artifice gets plenty of funding for the Empire too, but I mean certainly they don't fund the natural sciences. Abjuration is quite useful on the front line as well.
Are you a part of like the council for the college or something? Or do you know the people that are on it?
I do. I've worked closely with them.
My friend Mel brought up a good point. You should talk to them about instituting, one of, not necessarily arcane, but a mundane college for, art and stuff of that nature.
I'm
It will help.
very interested in that in the long term. We need to secure Moro and figure out what our autonomy looks like going forward.
Yeah, but that'll be done in a short time of like 30 years. We gotta look in the next couple hundred.
True. Yeah, thinking in that scale. Yeah. I think an art college would be quite beneficial to the city and continuing to be a destination in the wider lands.
I do as well. Usually it draws students in.
It'll definitely raise the prices around the area it's at.
Yes. Now, may I ask, what is your next course of action? We know Vergil fled the city.
Northwest.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm thinking that we have a internal matter that we need to go take care of down in Mort. And we've talked to the individual down below. What was his name? Calabaster? Deacon? Desmond?
The Calabaster Dougal.
Calabaster Dougal. We talked to him and told him, the whole situation down in the land down under.
Good.
So he's going to be making sure him and his interns. He has a lot of interns. I didn't think the sewers would have that. He's going to be making sure that Vergil doesn't get back into the city. Hopefully, and he is more on the lookout. By the way, somebody needs to be going down there and keeping him up to date. He didn't even know that the Empire had left.
Oh.
If he had been aware of all of this, then we could have is there a town council?
At the moment, not particularly. De facto, it has been me, it's been Arthur Bordeaux, and it has been the dean of the college.
And
What's
of
his
course
name?
Concordia. Like,
Well, Concordia speaks through me, so yes.
Hmm.
it's just like my character.
Oh, that's right, Oberyn. That was the headmaster.
Hi.
So we, Mr. Bordeaux is the head of the union for the mill workers, which we are hoping to get that operation back up and moving pretty quickly because we are. Currently, the city is hemorrhaging funds. We have no resources coming in, and if we can get the lumber operation up and running again, that will be a large step to remaining autonomous. And
Why is it down?
well, do you remember the strike?
I think we saw people in the.
Yes, the union decided.
But
that
the lumberjacks been acting as a police force here recently.
They have. The men are out of work, and they are typically well armed and capable. So we have been using them to help maintain order to some degree. But the union is, in their wisdom, decided that this was the time to flex their power and demand more from the Oakhart Lumber Corporation. Oakhart was with us at the beginning of this, trying to help keep order, and he has left the city as of about a week ago. Gone to his cabin by the lake, I'm sure.
Which Lake Arcturus?
Yeah. Him and his family live up there, and they have a quite expansive estate by the lake. I know not what he plans, but it is a concern. The last time there was a strike, eventually things got violent, and the Empire had to step in and forcibly mediate things. Now, there's no Empire to do this. So they figured that this time they were going to finally take control of the mill. Oakhart walked over to the table fairly quickly in negotiations, and he hasn't been back.
Do we know why he walked away from the table?
Well,
Are the prices getting to be too high? Is he cheap? And
oh, very much.
Is she cheap?
It is. If you see his house by the lake, you'll know.
So who is protecting his holdings if the Empire is not here?
Great question.
Is it no one? Is it a private force? Is it just the bank?
Sounds as if he may have a little safe in his house somewhere.
Well, it sounds as if there could be room for somebody else to move in. I mean, if there's a workforce that's not getting paid and there's a man that just doesn't have anyone protecting his stuff and a new dog wants to, move in, they could.
I'm not opposed to this. I don't know what the union has planned. We haven't been in as much contact since the plague broke out. I've had my hands full. But I would assume that is their plan. Is to cut him out entirely and take it. That was always what their goal was to get a large share of the company itself.
And then it'd be owned by the workers, not one person.
Correct.
I'm gonna give a look to you.
So if he just, for some odd reason, ran out of money, workers could take over the
Well, I mean, technically, if they could hypothetically get the mill up, but the problem is the supply chain of getting the lumber, the machines. He took a lot of the cargo freighters that are used typically. He took them up to his cabin. He's currently sitting on them. Him and his family are quite large, and I'm sure
That's only
farm.
six,
There hasn't
that's
been
only
a.
like 5
Was he a
miles from
dwarf?
the city.
Halfling?
Yeah, he is. He's a dwarf.
Am I familiar with Oakharts, or is that one of the is that the family that we were talking about that's kind of like mediocre?
This is different. This is still in it's an Orient clan of dwarves. They're from the east,
Okay.
Orland. They primarily focused on lumber. So you probably have strong opinions about these dwarves. They have made vast fortunes especially in Mora, specifically the amount of trees and lumber here. They ship it all over the place, including back. Because basically the timber that is here is larger, stronger, and of very high quality. So it's used for high level, construction and stuff back in the old world.
A lot easier to work with, especially when it comes to building.
Of course,
Well, I mean, hear me out. If the timberland up there is already stripped to wherever the train tracks is going, the train tracks also run directly to that quarry.
Mhm.
And for the time being, the lumberjacks don't have wood to mine or wood to cut down. We could get them mining the quarry, and then we could undercut the Oakharts, get rid of their business, reinstate stone construction here.
But there has to be somebody to police the people in this dire situation. They must be replaced if we're going to put them somewhere else.
it has been at the moment convenient, and the union is generally well trusted and liked. In the paupers' quarter, not as much. The lumberjacks have a much better deal than the mill workers themselves. That's part of the problem is that the lumberjacks actually make up a vast minority of the workforce of the mill. The paupers' quarter residents tend to be doing the menial labor of refining and running the machines and working in the mill itself, versus the lumberjacks who go out into the fields and bring the timber back.
So the union, is that for lumberjacks and the mill workers, or is just that simply the lumberjack union?
There is some protections they have earned that extend to the mill workers, but in terms of voting share, control itself of the union, it is lumberjacks. That is a big reason. If you saw at the beginning before the plague broke, there was trying to break through the picket line and protesting were the paupers were mill workers, because that's their livelihood. They are not, they're living paycheck to paycheck. And the union was starting bread lines and doing what they can to keep the workers from the paupers' quarter complacent enough to hold out the mill.
Until the problem was fixed.
Yeah, because they just don't have the capital to pay them. They could start operations, but to pay all of those workers for as long as it would take for your first checks to start coming in, it wouldn't be feasible at the moment.
All right, boys, above table, hear me out. As far as like a medium-term goal, something that we could accomplish, because I would like to see us take Moro over. And this whole, or not, take it over to where we, run it, but, get Moro started to be, its own thing. All of Molstovia, making it independent of the Empire. So, what we could do, we know there's a big population over here in Fort Helmuth of soldiers, of revolutionary individuals that aren't, for the Empire. We know that we have plenty of resources with wood and stone. We don't have a police force in Moro, but we have soldiers in Helmuth.
From Helmuth over to Moro.
Bring the soldiers in.
Or allowing the lumberjacks to go out and do that.
And get back to work. And if we focus them on stone quarrying instead of the wood cutting, which realistically I do think we're going to need the lumberjacks to be cutting wood as well, because it can you know,
I
we're
think,
gonna
I
have
think
to
we'd
use
actually
that
have to start out with mainly wood, even though Plank wouldn't like it to begin with. Stone cutting is not easy.
It-
Wood is easy. Unless you just
Yeah.
go cut it all yourself.
Well, we already have lumberjacks. I'm talking about if we have a bunch of mill workers that are upset, we can create two factions.
Oh yeah, you could
We
train
can have the
mill
stone
workers
cutting
to
faction
be,
and we can have the wood cutting faction.
there
Make
you
them
go.
equal.
But then who's going to replace the mill workers?
Well, I'm sure not all the mill workers are going to want to do that.
Yeah.
Some of them would. And what we would have to do in order to, you know, we're going to have to help negotiations for the union and make the whole playing field more level for, you know, any individual that's in the refining process. Because ultimately, that's the more, you know, important part of the whole situation. So,
I think all the workers in the quarry and everything too, they get like a little pamphlet with
yeah,
The-
and we have Scan Murray, we have our mason skills.
with the religion of stone.
Yeah,
Like they get it.
yeah.
The more you trusted in this
Yeah.
thing.
There is a very high like accident rate in the mill. Like especially the mill workers themselves, there's a very high rate of them getting limbs sawn off and falling into machines.
Oh, so there's not many safety precautions going on now.
And that is a big part of their demands, and they are this time around trying to get more protections for the mill workers as much as they can. But again, the mill workers don't. Essentially, all the lumberjacks are on pensions. Like they have funds stored in the union fund to pay the lumberjacks and keep them living their current lifestyle while the strike goes on. But they can't do that for the entire workforce of Potter's Quarter.
Yeah.
Because if we get that going, then that puts us in a very strong position to actually resist the Empire. Like as a region, as an area. Because as soon as stuff starts, you know, working here, they're gonna want to move back in and just pick up right back where they left off. We're gonna see later in the campaign, we're gonna see the Empire re-encroach on this area. Right now, they're just pulling back because this shit is a problem and they know about it.
And they don't know how to get rid of it.
Yeah. So and they're like, well, do we want to devote resources or do we just want to pull out? And this area has been nothing but trouble, anyways.
That's the same thing I think every time I have sex.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh man. All right.
But yeah, no, that all that's above the table.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's yeah. We can go. Fellas, I'd like to once we get done with Mort. There's a errand I'd like to go take care of, and visit the quarry that we get the stone from. Would y'all like to stop at Lake Arcturus and see if we can have a conversation with this Arco fella?
Before going to more?
After.
After? Oh, I don't think that would be
Because going to Mort's probably going to take us about a week. There and back.
Now, with your ventures to Moor, is your primary purpose to track down Vergil, or do you have other business?
Kill Vergil.
Well, sure. I would like to see that as well.
We're going to be gathering information.
To kill Vergil.
Yes, ultimately we want to kill Vergil. He evaporated one of our friends
Yes.
last night. So,
Sorry.
it's all right. He tasted pretty good.
He.
Good heart attack. But it's only kobold culture. Personal business aside from that.
Understood. I would. There is, and I don't have many details for this, so please don't accuse me of lying to you. Similarly to when higher-ups stepped in and took over the operations in Karst, a high-ranking inquisitor of the church is currently investigating the mausoleum of Morn for heretical activity.
All right.
A penitent of the church. penitents are I don't want to say loose cannons. They are given very, very specific instructions, and they see them through.
All right. So what? We just need to be wary of him.
If you encounter her,
Her.
steer clear. Stand not in the way of whatever her task may be. But not because of the sanctity of Concordia or her mission, which of course I'm sure support. I don't know what. For your own safety. I cannot guarantee your penitence vastly outranks me in terms of decision making on the field.
Do you know her name?
Treachery.
Right. You have a high-ranking church member that has a lot of authority, and their name is Treachery.
Penitents aren't captains. They aren't.
They don't have names.
They are serving their penance. They are their weapons.
Right.
And believe me, they are not having a good time serving their sentence. Only the most heretical and dangerous enemies of the church are made to serve as penitents.
Alright, well, that's good to know. We're going to run into an individual named Treachery, and they are dangerous, and they have a lot of authority with the church, and, yeah. Trustworthy, not trustworthy, not trustworthy, I'm guessing, seeing as their name is Treachery.
They will not be of many words. They are people of action at this point. Alright, that makes sense. I highly doubt you will have a conversation with her if you happen to run into her. Again, whatever her task is in the mausoleum, I recommend not interfering.
Alright, and, sounds good.
Be careful.
Will do. Are they like paladins or fighters or?
Of sorts. I have
Depends
only...
on what their penance is for.
I have seen Treachery once before as my command of the Karst operation was relieved from me.
She was in command of the Karst operation.
For a little bit, yeah. She mentioned that at some point. And this was new information to you as of pretty recently, though. Before the penitent was sent in. She wielded a hammer and a shotgun.
Shotgun.
Pretty awesome, actually.
Full armor. And again, I don't want to spill too many of our secrets, but the armor is welded on with magic. Penitents serve until they die.
Did you get this from Warhammer?
No, but this is some Warhammer
shit. I think they're called dreadnoughts.
It's like a little beam I
okay.
sent
Yeah.
of the, like, y'all play D&D or whatever, and I sent the dude in like a night suit cocking the shotgun.
Yes.
No, Warhammer. There's if somebody fucks up, they get put in this like coffin where they like are permanently alive, but they are like in stasis until they need to be pulled out, and then they get slapped into this fat ass robot that is ridiculously strong.
Yeah, it is.
Brother,
Very.
where are the heretics?
Very ass.
Warhammer ass thing I have.
Is that the end of the session?
Yeah, that's I think we'll call it.
Alright.